from Self Love Lounge. Yeah, my partner Dre, give me the beat. We talk to him. Look, now as I stand here on my feet, I ask myself, do history repeat? I know it do, but this is deep. From the slaves to the streets, from the cotton to the concrete, you give me Willie Lynch vibes. From that white man you hide, but you would kill me for my fucking ride. That's that envy you can't hide. That's that meet me outside, can let it go cause of your fucking pride. Back in the day, they take two field slaves, turn them against each other, something like the Django days. Whichever one was still alive, that's the one that win. The dead slave, he was gone, you won't see him again. And nowadays, they take two rap niggas, start beef, move out the way, then clap niggas. You better know your weapon good if you aim in sight. And if you kill a kid by accident, you die tonight. You niggas so tough and Zimmerman is still around, but you will pay a couple K to knock your brother down. You think that God and evil fake until you die and reawaken. Your soul done made it through them gates of hell, they await you. And everything you ever feared, that's that shit that's gonna take you. And all them demons that you claim that took the sane out your brain. Now it's time for you to feel the flames. You see them demons like the streets. You can praise them all you want, but in the end you meet defeat. Open your eyes to the truth. But most of y'all can't do that because them lies be just as fake as you. Been spitting facts all my life. Your brain gotta watch for bullets, but your back you gotta watch for knives. Fuck nigga, you need to listen. I'm competing with the old me. You look at me as competition. I never thought I'd see the day when I would get off on this microphone and say this shit I'm about to say. But hey, it need to be said, and they like, damn right. Got on my knees, prayed to God just the other night. Help me win the fight against my own kind. And if Black Lives Matter, niggas colorblind. They in denial when they hate it when you speaking facts. But a race war ain't the reason why I got the strap. Don't get it fucked up, cause anyone can feel the shell, but not just anyone gonna kill me for my clientele. Folks be seeking all these questions, but don't want the answers. The last time we stuck together was the Black Panthers. But since then, it's a block for a block. They get on TikTok and make a song about a dead op. To be a rapper now you need a bulletproof whip. No other genre like this. Now ain't this some shit? You ignorant. Get on the gram, you don't think twice. And make a joke about him fighting for his fucking life. So many of them throw rocks, then they hide their hands. But this reality, not Meta or the Central Land.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. Let's talk about it. Before we do that, do me a favor, hit that like, and if you know, hit that subscribe. It's free to you, but it means a lot to me. What up, Selena? Appreciate you stopping through, hitting that button for me. Appreciate it. Uh, yeah, I had a whole nother show planned, but for some reason, when I take a nap, all the thoughts and ideas recycle, and I get something new to talk about. And that's what happened. So I switched it up, but I'm definitely gonna touch on it. But I wanted to talk about the difference between community and tribe, and how words are spells and how they affect the way we think about things, and the way we think is how we go about things. But I'm gonna get into that later. But I thought it was important to talk about the benefits of preparing yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. And when you do that, you have a balance, and that balance brings confidence. That's one of the things it does. What do I mean by preparing yourself, your mind? That's with intellect, with information, with knowledge. Um, and we all have different avenues in life. So it's different things that we desire to know. And a lot of times, instead of us going to seek that information for ourselves, we allow other people to give us that information and predicated upon if that person is reliable. You know, that's what the information is. So it's always better to go get the information yourself. have people bring awareness to the information, but ultimately, anything you get into or study, you have to know it yourself, and that way, when conversations arise, you have a confidence in explaining what you know. Hold on one second. But not only the confidence, but won't nobody be able to sway you. You won't have no confusion. You'll have clarity because you put the work in. It wasn't something someone told you. It was something you found yourself. And that's the problem a lot of times when people interact and have conversations about various subjects is if you ain't if you ain't get the information yourself, then you don't fully know it. And what happens is conflict, because what you know is only what you believe. Belief versus fact is no competition. If you believe something and I know something, it's two totally different things. So it's always important, whatever you do. Um, like me, my thing is religion, structure of words, and a little bit of history, and I know what I know, and I'm confident in what I know. But it also gives me a sense of humility, me knowing that I don't know everything. So if I get in a conversation and people got something more to offer, I'm humble enough to listen because I know I don't know everything. I don't have to try to prove everything to people. No, let's build. If there's some information out there that I'm not aware of, let me get it. You know. But like I said, when you believe in something, you hold tight to it, if it's wrong or right. And if somebody come with facts versus your belief, that cause conflict. Hey, Miss Showers, that cause conflict. And even preparing your body. What did I mean by that? It's various ways. But the thing that comes in mind is understanding. Like I'm an advocate of martial arts, and me being able to handle myself in a confrontation, a physical confrontation, it gives me the confidence and the understanding that all fights are not supposed to be fought. Some fights you got to walk away, and a lot of times people try to prove themselves, and I don't have to do that because I know what I can do. I'm aware of what I can do, and by me knowing that, it gives me the confidence to walk away. But it also gives me the confidence that if I am in a confrontation, I can handle myself. You so that's important too. And talking about the soul is more of emotions. I'm always equate the soul to emotion because the soul is our navigation system. Let us know if it's wrong or right. And how do we know? Is because the emotion. When something is wrong, you feel it. You feel bad. You feel sad. You feel fear. When something is good, you be happy. You be joyous. Our soul is our navigation system, and the way we prepare ourselves is understanding those emotions. Is a spectrum of emotion. We need to learn that we're not taught what our emotions are, let alone how to properly deal with the emotions, how to go from one emotion to the next. The lowest form of emotion is, most say, it would be desperation. Um, Me personally, I think it's sadness. Me, I don't really get sad. I go down to angry. I stick at angry because with anger, you can I can convert or transmute that energy into passion. Perpetual, what up? Appreciate you. What up, though? Where are my emojis at? Shoe, what up? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you. So yeah, our emotions, that's one thing we're not taught. We're not taught what the emotions are. We're not taught how the emotions affect us. Apologies. It's feeding time. Baby shark over there feeding on the way. Um, But yeah, we not taught what the emotions are, how the emotions affect us, and what to do with them, and how we can actually utilize them. Like I talk about transmutation of energy. You can transmute a lower vibration emotion such as sadness, fear, desperation. You can transmute that into a positive form. You hear it in people music all the time. You hear the pain, but then they created a beautiful melody. You can turn your pain into a pleasure. You can benefit from your pain. Um, just how you transmute that energy, what you put that energy into. We're not taught that. Um, Roosty, appreciate you. You got my emojis perp. So that's important. And the total benefit of this, mind, body, and soul. Like we talked about the Trinity. I'm gonna bring that third dimensional video to y'all. Like I said, all the content I do is raw off the top of my head. And for certain things, I want to give you visuals. And I'm still learning how to use this, but we're gonna get into that third dimension because um, the mind, body, and soul. Once you combine all three of those, or have understanding of your emotions, how your emotions affect your thoughts, and then your thoughts affect your actions. That's all three of them working together for one thing. We live in the flesh a lot. We don't do enough soul work. Some of us go to church. Some of us have religion. Some of us use spirituality, to feed the soul, but we don't connect the three. We don't see how all three connect. And they do. And it's simple observation. The way you feel in a moment. Think about this, the way you feel in a moment. If you happy, right, and you stuck in traffic, you go look at that situation different than if you angry and stuck in traffic. If you angry and stuck in traffic, you might drop some F bombs, hit the horn, be upset. I'm late. But if you happy and you're stuck in traffic, you go look at the situation like, okay, it is what it is. This is part of life. Okay, it's gonna end soon. Um, so that's just a simple observation on how your mind or your emotions affect the way you think. And I pound that in people's head. I pound it in people's head because it's important. It's truly important to understand how you feel in the moment. And a lot of that, like I said, the emotions, once you understand the emotional spectrum and you understand how that affects your thought, even if most people I was talking to Kalani the other day and we were talking about finances, right? And if you don't believe that you can become rich, you'll never be rich. You'll never see the pathways that open for you to take um, the necessary steps to get to become rich because you already defeated yourself. You already told yourself it'll never happen. So if you get a job opportunity or even a opportunity to educate yourself, you won't take it. We gotta stop using certain words like can't. Rachel, appreciate you, sis. We gotta stop using certain words like can't. We don't truly have an understanding of the language of the words we use and how it truly affects our subconscious. They don't teach us psychology in grade school, and it's for a reason. Um, it's for a reason they don't teach you your emotions. You don't get taught financial literacy. School is nothing but indoctrination. It's getting you prepared to be a worker. You know, think about it. You go to school from 8 to 3, 8-hour shifts, right? And then when you grow up and you finish school, what do? You go to work for 8-hour shifts. It's indoctrinating you. It's preparing you for the workforce. No matter what level you go to, it's preparing you. You only can learn what they decide you can learn. And I'm saying that as my PhD sister step in the room. What up, baby? Yeah. But it's true. She'll even tell you. She's a psychologist and education in psychology. And her studies and her work, what she do, it's towards the school system and how to make the school system more productive. So we had these conversations a lot, but that's what is structured. So there's a lot of stuff that they don't teach us that we got to learn on our own. But now, as adults, as we know, we got a responsibility to our children to teach them this. We have to teach our children about emotions and linguistics. What words mean. Can't. When you use the word can't, you're telling yourself not to try something. That's what happens subconsciously. You're subconsciously downloading a program into your brain, into your ego, for you not to try something. So can't has to be eliminated. You have to eliminate can't. True. What up, brother? Appreciate you. It's an open panel too. So anybody want? I know my sister ain't gonna hit the link, but it would be nice to have an intellectual sparring match with her. Um, but yeah, getting your mind, your body, and your soul, all three of them linked. Um, Understanding the emotions and how the emotions affect your thoughts. Like I said, if you're in a state of anger, the decisions you make are not gonna be the same. Let's just say if you docile or if you happy. So once you angry, you have to be aware. And this is just emotional intelligence. Like when I'm angry, I tend to step away from everybody. And the reason I do that because I know I'm gonna say or do something that I can't take back. That's irrational. That's not that I wouldn't naturally do. So I am self-aware. I am self-compliant. I am I'm self-ordered. I step away. I change my emotion. Various tools. Sometimes I scream, yell, hit the heavy bag. I do whatever I got to do to get that anger out. So now I can go back and have a proper interaction. That's just me taking accountability for self, having self control, discipline. These are things that I try to define myself with um, because I'm aware. A lot of times, especially when I was younger, I used to get out of my body. What I mean by that is like when you're angry, you're interacting with somebody. I found that a lot of times it wasn't even a person. It was just the opportunity for me to lash out because I was angry inside. Now this person gave me a justification or a reason to lash out, and now I can take it out on them and get this anger out. But that's not the right thing to do. Again, that's where the self accountability comes in. At. But once you get balanced and you understand the benefit of having emotional intelligence or understanding your emotion is control. Because guess what people do? If people know your buttons, they push them, right? People know how to get you to explode. That's what they do. They trigger you. We talk about people triggering people boundaries. Once people understand that they got control of you, now they can get you to react. A reaction is nothing but an action predicated upon another action. So the person who initiates the action now is in control of the situation. Don't let nobody have control over you. And that happens a lot. People say something, words. You know what I'm saying? Words. We fight over words. We argue over words. Because people say something, they disrespect you. You know, Dominique, what up? The words. People use words to control other people. That's crazy, right? And y'all think words ain't spells. If someone can say something to you and change your emotion, that's a spell. They cast a spell on you. They changed your emotion. Not only did they change your emotion, they changed the way you thinking. And then they change the way you act. You see how all three of these things are connected? Your mind, your body, your soul. They say where the mind, if you take the mind, the body follows. So someone can get into your head. They can almost um, dictate what you do. But how do they get in your head? With the word, with the thoughts? No, with the emotions. This is why it's important to understand your emotions. And sis is in the building. Topic all day. See, sis is in the building. And sis, I was on I was having conversations with people earlier, and we was talking about awareness. Once you're aware of something, then you can study it, or then you're familiar with it or know it. And I don't think a lot of people are aware, like when we talk about what we truly are, our spiritual essence. So they rely on the flesh, what they can see, and a lot of times that's science, you know. Uh, but science only explains the third dimensional realm. It don't explain the fourth or the fifth, so it can't get to the 13th. We use five senses to download information, right? Taste, touch, smell, sight, hear. Taste, touch, smell, sight, hear. Yeah, we use those five senses to download information, but we have more senses than that. Intuition. People ain't tapped into the intuition, the sixth sense. That movie, right? What did he see? Dead people. He didn't see them. He felt them. You know, I know people. You hear people talk, and all these senses are linked together. Believe it or not. Um, so when you talk about the sixth sense, and that's intuition, that's what you feel, and not physically touch, but your inside, your internal navigation system. That's what you feel. You know, when you get that bad feeling, or I need to go, and then you leave and something happen, you're like, oh, that's my guardian angel. Yeah, that's your guard. That's your intuition. That's your inner navigation system telling you left, right, right or left, up or down. You know, once you aware of that, you can tap into that, and that's what me and Dominique do. We familiar with it because we're aware of it. But that's why we have these conversations to bring awareness, because a lot of this stuff you're not taught. Um, but yeah, definitely with the emotions, we need to dig down deep because they all connected. And once you have awareness of them and able, oh, 1 second, baby shark going crazy. And Perp, you are a seer. Perp, you are a seer, definitely. Hold on, I gotta make the baby a bottle. Okay, baby shark, calm down. Um, but yeah, all three of them are connected. That's why it's important to work on all three, and you can do that various ways. The body, like I said, preparing it is the way you eat, what you put into your body. I'm a firm believer that everyone should learn some type of self defense, you know, and that's not only to prep yourself if someone attack you, but it gives you confidence. You know, you walk a different way, you talk a different way. So I think in certain cultures, like in Chinese culture, um, is required. You know, and I think it should be required, especially for our young women. I think self defense, mixed martial arts. You can study boxing. Boxing is good. Kickboxing, even Brazilian jiu jitsu, just some type of form of art. Because, like I said, it not only prepares you if someone does attack you, but it gives you the confidence and you walk different. Your posture change. It teaches discipline. It gives structure. There's so many different benefits to learning the art, and it gave me balance because um, even with my the knowledge or the information I gained over the years, I don't have to. When you have balance, you understand when to engage and when not, and I don't have to use my intellect to demean anyone. I don't overcompensate. When you have the physical and the mental, you tend not to overcompensate. But then you see someone who got all the muscles and no brain. What do? They try to impose their muscles on you, and vice versa. When you see people with the brain, the intellect, they try to impose that on you. Um, and me, I don't feel the need to do either because I have a balance. It gives you confidence and structure and discipline. Nate, what up? Appreciate you. Frankie, hey, Frankie, bro. Um, I'm gonna do a build tomorrow, predicated upon because I knew you was gonna be in the chat, and I know you gonna mess with me. So it's the words. I wanted to do community versus tribe. I was gonna use village, but when I started looking at the origin, it didn't give me what I want. So I found it what I wanted, the points I wanted to make using tribe versus village, and the linguistics. So I think that'll be fun. So I don't know if you can hit the panel for that one tomorrow, but I think that'll be a good build. Um, Kalani in the building. What up, Kalani? Hey, hey, y'all feel free. Like I said, we building in here. Don't be afraid to hit the link and come share experiences or things that you learned. If you got the information, how did it benefit you? If you work on the body or the mind, how does it benefit you? Hey, Lovey, you know, we have to share our experiences because we all can't experience certain things personally. It's not enough time. People busy, people work, so everyone can't experience everything. So that's why it's important for us to share our experiences with one another, so we can bring awareness to certain things that people probably not aware of. Like I said, I don't know how many people um, study martial arts, even thought about it or seen or have or understand the benefits of it. But like I said, studying it for over um, I studied when I was younger. I started with kickboxing. My grandmother put me in it, and then later on, I got into Wing Chun, and practicing Wing Chun in a dojo of mixed martial artists. I was exposed to different other martial arts, so that was an experience in itself. But definitely, and even with the information, like I said, I started with theology in college. Community college. I started studying theology, and then that opened the gates. And that's what I'm talking about. Once you become aware of things, I wasn't aware of all these different spiritual practices, but once became aware, different people start being attracted to me, coming into my life, exposing me deeper, getting a deeper understanding of the spiritual system of even religion. I didn't know my grandfather was a bishop, so I was exposed to different texts in religion that the common people wasn't. Alphabet of Ben Sor, the Book of Generations. He also exposed me to other. That's where I learned Zoroastrianism from. Was my grandfather. So other texts, and then later on, I started learning about all the missing books, and in those books is a wealth of knowledge or a wealth of information that a lot of people ain't familiar with. And I implore people to do their own research and not allow other people to tell you what things are. Go find it for yourself, because everything is just a person's perspective, even the books. You know, and that's why I always say, put the things into practice. You have to apply information, you have to apply knowledge. There's no point of gaining knowledge if you're not going to utilize it because it's just things But those things are subject to change too. Papa Will, what's up, brother? Those things are, you feel me, Dominic? Those things are and that's why I said I had to apply. So even like Christianity, I actually, um, I walked the path of Jesus, if that's what you want to call it, the path of enlightenment, and it's different. And once you're practicing or doing the thing, you understand why it's done. But just reading it in the book, you'll never quite grasp the concepts. Why they say turn the other cheek. I was just in the comments of a video I did earlier, uh, and the video I did yesterday, I said I don't step off my throne for peasants, you know. And one of the great brothers, he was interested, and he said it was interested, and he broke it down what I meant by it, and he was absolutely right. But I gave him another understanding. I'm not calling people peasants because they're beneath me. I'm calling them because they don't have the information that I have. Just like when Jesus was on the cross and he said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." So a lot of people who I encounter, if they don't have the understanding, wisdom, or knowledge, and they're ignorant, I'm not go I'm not gonna lower myself to their level of ignorance just to have a confrontation with them. There's no point. They're ignorant, and a lot of times it's their fault, but sometimes it's not. But if I have the information, why even bother myself? Keep it moving. Either I can give it to you, I can share it with you, or I go about my business. Because other than that, is a distraction. So it's not the fact that I feel like I'm better than people. It's the fact that I need to do better because I know better. It's nothing about them. It's all about me. You know, um, Juju on that beat. What up, Juju? So that's why a lot of times, and I learned that I adapted what I learned in martial arts too. There's no point of me fighting someone who can't fight me that I will dominate. There's no benefit in it for me. But a warrior that's worthy, then I can learn. I can still sharpen steel, iron sharpen iron. Now I can learn something. I can get something from it. You know, um, Again, that's not saying I'm better. It's just there's no purpose. A lot of time, time is one thing we don't get back. So if I use it on another person, I need to make sure I'm getting something out of it. Like they say, when you know better, you just do better. What you said, because humanity needs. Yeah. And you know what, Juju? Um, it's things that occur. Um, and like I said, I know even doing what I'm doing now, it's times that I get tested, and you know, the opportunity presents a new path, but the new path is not um, one of righteousness. The new path sometimes is, like I said, is a distraction. It might lead to something prosperous, but um, we have to then identify what prosperity is, because I need to build something that's prosperous over time, not just for a moment. And there's a lot of times where opportunities present itself where I can almost have like that microwave effect, but I don't take it because I understand the importance of building things right. And the foundation that we're building over here now, I think, is great. Um, I'm growing. I'm at 248. I'm almost at 250 subscribers. Uh, that's exciting. I didn't think I was gonna get over 100. With the way I talk, and because I speak positivity. But that's what we need. We need more positivity. There's enough negative in the world, and I ain't trying to add no more. Uh, and it's not hard, and it's not um, lucrative, I guess, or it's not sexy, but it's just the right thing to do. And eventually, people, people get tired of all that drama. People want to feel good. They want information. They want awareness. Um, so that's what I try to bring. Tay in the building. What up, Tay? I'm surprised ain't nobody hit the link, especially Kalani, especially Dominique. We talking your subject. We talking about emotion. You don't want to hit on the emotional factor, Dominique. But definitely, understanding the spectrum of emotions is important. because not only does it, like when you encounter things, when you interact or situations occur, the way, like I said, the way we download information, we attach emotions to thoughts, and then we store it. And when it come back up or we encounter something similar, we get that emotion and then we get that thought. So a lot of times when we my sister, hey, you still in the chat? My sister just texted me. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's why the little man asleep. I gave him some candy. But yeah, our emotions are attached to those thoughts. And a lot of times that's why we get triggered, or I had PTSD. I've been diagnosed with PTSD 8 times, and I was able to overcome it 8 different times because I knew exactly what was going on. A situation occurred, I had an emotion attached to it. I just dug deep into that emotion and figured it out. And once I detached that emotion from that thought, I was able to analyze what exactly happened. And I knew why it made me feel that way. And I understood it. And it didn't affect me no more. I know that sounds easy. It's not. It's work I had to do. Months of me reliving the situation, trying to figure out what the fear was. A lot of times it's fear. It was a feeling of um, powerless. I felt powerless, that I couldn't do anything. Um, and I understood a lot of times, like, I would just use um, to explain. When I got abused when I was younger, my stepdad used to kick my ass, right? And when someone bigger than me, I felt tried to oppose their will, I snapped. I was real defensive, ready to fight. I got angry because now that I'm older, now that I know how to handle myself, I'm not gonna let someone bigger than me try to oppose their will on me. And I had to figure that out because a lot of times, like I said, once people know things, they do things to get you to react. And being in a work environment, just using this example, it could have cost me my job. So that's something I had to work on. And it was post traumatic stress disorder. It was from childhood. It was something affecting me from childhood that I wasn't aware of. And what happened was when I look back at it, I understood, I was a kid and an adult. I couldn't do nothing about it, but I understood it and I made peace with it. So now when someone bigger than me try to oppose their will, I laugh. It no longer triggers me. I no longer have that emotional, that feeling of not being able to handle myself. I no longer have that. So I overcame it. Another thing is when I got stabbed. For a minute, anytime somebody walked my way with a knife, I got real defensive, because it was fear that they might stab me again, because it was a traumatic event. I almost lost my life. So I had to go back and relive that. And I had to take the power back. I had to understand that it was the situation I put myself in. It was the incident. And once I learned from it, I had the confidence not to put myself back in it. So now when a person has a knife, I don't freak out. It's always the emotions attached to the incident. You have to go back and cure that emotion. And you're right, Juju. Everything don't. I apologize. I'm not. You're right. Everything don't need a reaction, and that's what I'm saying. You got to take your power back. Miss Queen, what up? Hey, I was about to hit your panel, but when Jay be up there grooving, I just be sitting back listening to Jay. I was about to hit the panel, but I ain't have my guitar out. I got an electric guitar. I ain't got the acoustic, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the guitar. I just bought it. I'm gonna go get a bass though, and I'm gonna rock out with y'all one day. But yeah, everything does not deserve a reaction. I would tell you this: look for intentions. When people do stuff, it's for an intention, and a lot of times people do stuff, and if you can figure out the intention, if the intention is to get you to react, don't do it. Respond. And then sometimes people do things, and it's not intended to hurt. Like Frankie said, Frankie wanted to pick my brain, but he didn't know if I was gonna think it was insulting, and I never did. I never thought, it was insulting. I knew he was just asking because he was looking for an answer, or he wanted to clarify something, you know. Um, so that's what I'm saying. We got to detach our emotions sometimes and look at things logically. And it's hard to do when you have a belief attached to something, because anytime something attacks a belief, you get defensive. And why is that? Because a lot of times those beliefs are not proven. It's just you have to have faith. You have to have blind faith that this is real. And if someone comes with information that takes away that belief, your ego automatically goes into defense mode. So a lot of times, make it go viral, hustle, appreciate y'all. Um, so a lot of times, when it comes to beliefs, what happens is you go into defense mode when somebody is attacking it because that's the only thing you can do, especially when they come with a fact. Um, and that's why I eliminated it. I can't afford to believe in too many things. I can't say I don't believe or use belief in certain areas, but things like religion or history, I can't afford to because, like I said, we all susceptible to that emotion that's attached to defending a belief, our ego. That's just programmed. We're not even taught about our ego, how our ego is designed to protect us from us, you know, but it actually hurts us because it's been programmed by others, by society. It's been programmed to um, work against us. So a lot of times our ego won't be there to protect us, but it'll be there to prevent us from accomplishing something that should be obtainable. A lot of times people ego stop them from education, further in their education, going to school. A lot of times your ego will prevent you from interacting with people. We say we can't trust people, right? So if someone get too close, what we say, we always use this old ad lib that if it's too good to be true, then it is. A lot of people accept that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's some of the most bullshit I've ever heard in my life. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is sometimes when things are too good to be true, that's because the creator gave it to you. But you know what your ego do? It pushes it away. You'll push the right people away because they being nice, they being generous, because they being humble. Oh, no one is really like this. Why? Because you haven't had the experience with them. It's genuine people out there, but your ego will keep them away from you. Everyone ain't trying to snake you. Everyone ain't trying to. And I understand about not being naive. I'm not telling people to be naive. I'm telling you to learn your intuition, to get in tune with yourself, and you'll be able to feel the right people. You know, get in tune with that sense. We all have intuition. We all use it on some level. What I'm telling you is that's a sense that you're supposed to use all the time. I mean, what do they say? Dogs know bad people. How? How do dogs know? How are dogs aware of evil? Their intuition. Dogs can sense it. Usually, what we keep using these words, sense, the sixth sense. That's intuition. That's that feeling. You all got it. We all got it. We just not aware of it. Some of us not aware, and the ones who are aware, we don't. Just like anything, you have to practice. You have to work on it. You have to strengthen it. You know, um, and we don't do that. A lot of us are distracted by, um, the world. We have to work. We got kids. We got school. There's a lot of distractions, but we still have to take time to work on ourselves. Emotions are important. Our body is important. I'm trying to get my body back together now. And when you know better, you usually suffer worse. I was a vegan for like 4 or 5 years. It not only benefited my physical, but it benefited my mental. All of it is connected. Your mind is connected to your body is connected to your soul, your emotions. All of it is connected. We live in a three-dimensional world. Right now, what we function in is called the three-dimensional world. The crazy thing is controlled by is controlled by two-dimensional beings. And we are naturally five-dimensional beings, naturally. Meaning that even the way we see things, that we've been dummied down. We've been indoctrinated to believe that we are only the flesh. But our doctrines tell us that we're more. If you religious, we all have a soul. So why don't we talk about how that soul is like this flesh is just a vehicle for the soul? Why are we looking at life like that? That gives us a whole new perspective of life. If we understand, just like a car, you are not the car, but you navigate. You control the car. That's just like this flesh. You navigate this flesh. You in control of the flesh, but you are not just flesh. You have a soul. And that soul is a whole nother aspect of who you are. Is with that soul navigating, with awareness of what that soul is navigating the flesh, you uh, have different abilities. We all do. Some of us have physical abilities, some of us have mental abilities, and some of us are spiritual, have spiritual abilities. Again, the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit represents the mind, the body, and the soul. If you look at the Bible and you look at the Father, which is God, that'll be your soul. The mind will be the Holy Spirit, and the flesh will be the Son. That's the Trinity. How do you describe something? Person, place, or thing? You see, everything is predicated upon three. Even if you look into like Nikola Tesla, he'll tell you the importance of the number three. 3, 6, and 9 are divine numbers for a reason. A lot of this science that they teach us, right? A lot of the sciences, the sciences that we know, that's just a small sample size of what we knew. You know, um, unless you go to the universities, and even when you go to the universities, they still teach you um, what they want you to know. But now we live in the age of information where we can self-study, where we have people who can bring awareness to different forms of science. And a lot of people say pseudoscience when it comes to metaphysics, but the metaphysics explains what physics can't, and physics can't explain the soul. They just tell you when you die, you have is a amount of energy that release. You lose weight. So that's how they came to the conclusion that you actually have a soul. But in your body, you have enough electricity, enough electric energy to power a city. What is that? Then we talk about the Kundalini system, right? Um, and that tells you what that energy, what that electricity is. Like I said, everything inside is simply a reflection on the outside. Your body is a power plant. The Kundalini system is a transformer. It's like a power plant. This is where they got the concept of power plants from. Think about Niagara Falls, right? They use water to generate and create electricity. What is your body made of? 80% water. So how do you think that electricity? Why is it important to stay hydrated? When you dehydrated, what happens? When lack of water, you have lack of electricity. This is the whole concept of using water to generate electricity. It came from, your molecular structure, your body. Like what we talked about, the computer is based upon your brain. Everything outside yourself is a reflection of what's inside. That that saying in the Bible, as so above, so below, is incomplete because the other portion of that saying is so within, so without. Meaning what's inside of you is a reflection on the outside. So even the environment that you're in currently, right now as we speak, is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. Like when we talk about when you can't see yourself being rich, that's because you don't feel rich inside. There's no way you can ever become rich if you don't think you can be rich. But if you don't feel like you're already rich, everything that's inside has to come out, even your thoughts, right? So all my thoughts are coming outside of me through words. That's how the inside, I am showing you what is going on the inside of my head by using words. So everything inside of you is just a reflection of the outside. Um, my bad. I'm looking at the chat now. Oh, I think I don't get the link pinned. My bad. Thought I pinned the link. You still dealing with migraines, perp? Yeah, but isn't the benefits of getting your mind, your body, and soul is not only confidence, but it gives you structure, gives you discipline, especially when you're able to control your emotions. Because if you don't control them, someone else will. You know, we see that a lot. You know, people know how to push people buttons to get them to react. And a lot of times, especially on this app, that can be a bad thing, you know, but in real life, that can be a horrible thing. You know, people get gaslighted, you know, you get, what do they say? I forgot what my little cousin told me. What did he say? You trying to get me? I can't even think of the term. You know, these kids be having these new the lingo, the language change. But basically, he was saying like, I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to set him up. You know, I was gaslighting him, and I was provoking him. But that's what happens. Kim, what up? I appreciate you, facts. Appreciate you, Nation, my boy. Hey, shout out to Nation. Make sure your link in the chat. That boy over there building. But yeah, you gotta get control. And even in the art of war. Um, and that's the funny thing. Like we read these books, right? Uh, but we don't quite grasp the concepts of them because even in the art of war, they tell you the best way to win a battle is not to fight at all. You know, is to attack a person's mind. Um, you can defeat a person without throwing a single blow if you can uh, get them to defeat itself by putting doubt in them, making people doubt, and that happens a lot. You see that where people um, they talk about people not having something, you know, making people feel lower than themselves because I have a big house or I have a nice car and you don't, then you are beneath me, and people feel bad. You know, you don't even have to swing at them. You don't have to throw a single blow, and you defeated a person. But if a person, if you have your emotions mastered, if you're aware of what the person's attention is, words won't be able to defeat you. You see, so confidence, self-esteem, all these things are important because if you don't have them, people that's just nature, right? In nature, a lion kills a gazelle because the gazelle is weaker. That's it. It becomes food when a lion gets hungry. And that's just natural. People do the same thing. If someone is weaker than them, they just pounce on them. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens in life. Um, and being aware of that, understanding that you just have to strengthen yourself, not to. I don't do it to take advantage of other people, but I do it so people can't take advantage of me, intellectually or physically. You will have a dogfight, and people don't want that. They want the weaker prey. You don't see lions going after other lions because they're hungry. Even lions going after elephants or hippos because they hungry. No, the only time you see a lion go after the elephant and a hippo if it feels threatened. It will always go after the weaker prey. That's why they say survival of the fittest. You know, so being aware of that, don't be weak. You can't be weak, and if you are, you got to get around strong people willing to help you strengthen yourself. And that's just facts. It sucks, but that's in nature. It's natural. It's natural for stronger people to prey on weaker. That sounds fucked up, but it's true. Ryder, what's up, brother? It sounds fucked up, but I'm just being honest with you. You know, and once I became aware of that, that's why, that's why I started studying, martial arts. I started training my brain. I needed intellect. I understood it. I can't be weak. Life is literally survival of the fittest. It is in every kingdom, the animal, even plants. Weak plants, other plants will feed off a weak plant. That's just the way the creator made it. Is it fair? I think it is. It sounds crazy, but it is. Um, and the reason it's fair is because that's the way the creator created it. It has its purpose. If there was no weaker animals, what would a lion eat? How would the lion survive and thrive? Unfortunately, it is that way, but if we're aware of it, we can do things to prevent ourselves from being weak. Like I said, everyone is not going to be born or created strong, but there are, like me, I'm a bully of the bullies. I like bullying. Well, I don't do it no more, but I used to bully bullies. Oh, you big and bad? Show me that. Oh, he weak. Okay, hit on me like that. I got off on it. I got off on bullying the bullies. So it is people out there who will defend and who willing to strengthen, weaker people. Um, so that's a good thing. Even like I said, even using the lions protect certain groups of birds. If you watch the Animal Channel, is I forgot the name of the bird, but it's a bird that usually chill with the lions, and they eat the fleas and the ticks and stuff off the lions, and the lions protect them. They usually had a nest around lion dens, and if anything come around that nest, the lion is gonna be right there to defend it. So even in nature, stronger creatures help weaker creatures. So that's natural. We naturally supposed to do that. Oh, Rachel in here, Writers for Life in here too. Yeah. So but yeah, we have to. All three of these things are connected to your mind, body, and soul, and always equate emotions to your soul, um, because that's the frequency. Your emotions emit a frequency. When you sad, people feel that. When you ever go in a room and it was just like despair. That's why I don't like going to funerals, because um, certain cultures, funerals are sad. But certain cultures, funerals are like homegoings. That's what they call them, homegoing. So it's more like a party. You celebrate the life. Going to those, you feel good. But when you go into a funeral and the culture is predicated upon being sad because a person is gone, that's a I'm an empath. Like I take on other people's emotions, so I feel it. It be heavy. Everything be heavy, um, and it don't feel good. That those lower emotions, they emit the frequencies. I know y'all this being around grumpy people, right? Um, it don't feel good around them. But then when you get around somebody happy, uh, like Drea, shout out to Drea. Every time I go in her room and she do her welcome in dance, I feel good, get hype. You going Rich. Shout out to Rich Martinez in the cave. You go in the cave, as soon as I hear yeah, baby, I get hype. It make you feel good. That's a higher frequency, you know. So emotions, that's how you can absorb people's energies too. You usually can feel other people's energies. And that's why I always tell people be careful who you're around. You don't want to be around Debbie Downer, people who just angry and mad and sad all the time because they drain you. This is real. Like everything I'm saying, y'all can observe it or had a personal experience, but become aware of it. This is what I'm telling you. Because when you become aware of it, now you have control. The point is having control, being able to choose and dictate how you feel. The more you can do that, the Miss Showers in the building.
What's up? What's up? The word, how you be?
I'm doing great, Miss Showers. How are you? I'm honored to be at the panel.
Baby doing tonight? And how's the missus? Tell him I said hello. Gotta
Yeah, they
speak first. Mm-hmm.
they just calmed down. The baby went on a cluster feeding frenzy, so she's like a little shark. My wife's still breastfeeding, so y'all
Yeah.
women are y'all are very powerful and strong. I couldn't do that. That's why like anytime my wife say her feet hurt, I rub them. Anything that she need, I make sure she got because what she put her body through to create life and give me an air. I mean that's priceless. I can't do anything to pay her back, but I can show her she appreciate it. So that's what I try to do every day.
Well, that's good that you show that appreciation. So, just being pregnant, carrying the baby, feeding them, and then taking care of them. That's a
Yeah,
lot. It's a lot. And like you say, just bringing them into the world. Hmm.
and see, I don't think enough people really like I analyze everything. I don't overanalyze things. I don't think no more, but I analyze everything. And just the sacrifice women make to create life, I don't think is appreciated enough. I don't think we pay enough homage to women because the sacrifices y'all got to go through emotionally, like even the subject, physically, emotionally, and mentally. You sacrifice things to create life and men can't do that. So I think men should pay homage to women, especially when they bear their child.
So, what do you think about men that are now saying, like, okay, uh, well, you know how they saying that, like the black woman don't, you know, like they really scandalous nowadays, and
I think
that's what they trying to say now. And then a lot of them are saying, hey, if I didn't tell you to get pregnant, and you say that you are pregnant, then I should have a decision on if I want you to have this baby or not. What do you think about that?
I said they trying to oppose the perspectives on the world, and what I mean by that is, whatever I encounter, I understand is just a reflection of myself. If I encounter a woman who I feel is not adequate, then that tells more about myself than a woman. For me, even choosing to lay down and conceive life with that woman. A cage. I don't. Anybody know a cage? I got porn bomb before. I need to see a face, and I don't know you. Let me see if I can look at your. Can I look at their page from here? I don't mind letting you up, but uh,
Oh, hey,
but,
Mr. Insinuated. Okay. She followed me. Yeah. I'm
but hey,
kind
was that cage? Cage, yeah, it's cage. Okay, can one of my mods, hey Perp, can you just verify that for me real quick, and then you can pop back up. I don't mind anybody coming up on the panel because I'm building, but I got porn bomb before, so For the, I can't do that. That's disrespectful to the women. So, um,
Yeah, what's up, bro? I commented in there.
okay, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's because my old shit got deleted. I'm trying to find the places I was subscribed to before. You know what I mean?
Okay, appreciate you.
Oh, right. I'm not putting the brothers down. You know,
Oh
brothers,
no,
they got to come to the park. I mean, brothers,
oh no, it's not putting the brothers down, but it is a group of men on here. I ran into them. Is a group of men. Okay, I remember who you are now. Okay, you over in Ohio. I mean, in Canada, right? You was on Nate's platform, I believe. Leticia, what's up, sis? But no, we're not putting the brothers down. But it is a group of men on here who I ran into them. I'm not even gonna speak their names, but yeah, they put women down. Um, and no, Ryder, that's not us, bro. Um,
the black
those
women.
type of men ain't them ain't even men, bro. See that's what we got to do too, Miss April. We got to stop because it's not fair to us, and it's not fair to women when women get associated with these groups. We got to start calling them what they are. They boys. They're grown men. I mean, they're grown males who haven't matured mentally, um, and to think that women are beneath them. You don't even understand. Like I said, the process of life. You know, you come from a woman, so how can a woman be beneath you? You devolve. Males are devolved women. I can show that genetically, scientifically. All fetuses start off as female, and they devolve, meaning they can't bear life. They carry the seed of life, but you can't bear life. So that's a de-evolution by definition, right?
Wait a minute. You said
And
how
that
the fetuses start off as women and then
all
they turn into men?
Yeah, devolve. So if when a child is conceived, all fetuses start off as women, as female, and when it turns into a male, so you get the chromosomes, you have two X's, and a tail falls off, and it creates a XY chromosome. That's de-evolution. You see what I'm saying? So all fetuses start off as female, and if it turns to male, then that fetus can no longer carry or bear life. It becomes the seed of life. So even saying this is not to devalue a man, because to create life you need both components. But what I'm telling you are we all have our roles. So even if I say the woman is God, by me coming from the woman, I am God too. I'm just a different form of God. I am the protector and the provider. The woman is the nurturer. You see what I'm saying? So it's not to even take anything away from men when I say devolved, but it's to say you have devolved into a protector and a provider versus the bearer.
Mm, okay. All right.
Yeah, man and women, we need each. We supposed to complement one another. What one can't do, the other one does. And we have this thing where we have to feel better than the other. To feel better about ourselves. No, we have roles. I am the protector. I am the head. I am the head of my household. But guess what? The head don't move without the neck. So
Who
both components
should,
are important. You see what
who,
I'm saying?
who should eat first? The children or the man of the house?
Who should eat first? Well, if we look at nature, and I'm gonna use this. I observe nature because nature is created perfect from the Creator. So if we look at nature, if we look at the lions, for instance, I feel I don't do this in my household, but I believe if we want to have a proper conversation, it should be the male. And this is why, because the male is ultimately the protector. So if the male is weak, guess what he can't do? He can't do his job. He can't protect. So if the man eat first and the children eat second, or the woman eats and then the children eat, because the woman is the nurturer. So we need these two components. The children are very important, but without the male protecting and the women nurturing, then the children are what? They lost.
So,
But see, even in that sense, understanding that, but you have to, for these things to apply, you can't have a boy in a man's role. It has to be someone who's worthy of the title. A woman cannot be, even when I don't like using the term submissive, because when you use that term, the ideology behind it is you bowing down. So I like to use the term complementary. You know, when a woman, but I mean for conversation purposes, I'm gonna use submissive for the point I'm trying to make. A woman will willingly submit to a man who she feels will protect and will provide. But when a man does not give her that protection and provide, a woman ain't gonna submit. My wife is a perfect example. She comes from a submissive culture. She's Middle Eastern. They're they submit to the man regardless. But she's been Americanized, so she wasn't going for that. But when she met me, she had no problem with it because she know I can protect and provide. She's not worried about if we go out if something will happen to her. She know I can handle myself. She know I will protect her. She's seen it. I did it. So she knows. So she's willingly submissive to me. But I don't like using that term because, like I said, the ideology behind it. I think that we all should complement one another versus one being on top of another. That's not even our way of thinking. That was given. We was indoctrinated with that. The domination thing. We are a complementary people. We have always been that. Um,
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna drop down. Thanks for answering my few little questions. Where
anytime, it's April.
okay, where did the gray go?
I'm s- I'm sorry. Oh, she dropped down. Yeah. So even in that sense, I think if we actually embrace our roles, man as protectors and providers, we are complementary to the woman. We have to protect and provide so the woman can create. We can only assist in the creation process. We can't do it ourselves. Either side. So we have to get back to Papa Will. What's up, brother?
Hey man, I figured it was my turn. My time. It's been a few days, a few thousand words ago. But
It's,
man,
it's been a minute.
yeah, when I come to your chat, man, I feel like I'm taking notes. Except I'm writing down the extensions of what you're saying. Like when you talked about getting stabbed. I immediately went to my little stab wound that I got when I was a kid that I never told my mother about. I never told my mother about no danger that ever happened to me outside. You
And
know.
you know what? I told my mom about everything, and I used to think my mom was gonna look at me like a monster, like everything except for like two things. I didn't want to include her in that. I didn't want her because if something happened, I didn't want her to have to, be put in a position where she had to lie, and put her freedom or safety in danger. So there's
Mhm.
some things I did keep away from my mom, but ultimately I told my mom everything. My mom has been I always respected her as a mother. I never looked at her as a friend, but I was always able to go to her because she never judged me. She told me if I was wrong, I was wrong, but she always had my back if I was wrong or right. So I was always able to go to my mom. Shout out to my OG, man. I'm a mama's boy, man.
Yeah, I was raised by my mama, but I'm definitely not a mama's boy. Cause I did too much stuff that not tell my mama about. Nope. Man, it was hard enough going to school and having to put up with getting paddle whippings in class. I wasn't taking none of that information home to my mama whatsoever.
I
Cause she just
appreciate
wasn't
that.
that
Make it
kind of
go
woman.
viral.
Huh?
Oh no, make it go viral with saying my voice is soothing. You know, when I hear
It
my voice
is.
on playback, I don't sound like I hear myself. I don't sound like that. I sound different when I hear it on video or audio. I sound totally different from the way I interpret the way I sound.
You like Kalani, man. Y'all both got them low octave voices, for spiritualism. Like turn this spiritual sounds on in the background while y'all soothe savage beasts and shit kind of voices. While people like me, I gotta stand out in front of the temple and make sure we don't get no renegades just running up, just thinking they getting in while you busy.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it, Pop. I got a lot of great people on my side, and is more people coming and coming, and I can't tell you how humbling that is because uh, when I first started off, even in real time, like in real life, a lot of the things I talk about, people don't want to hear because some of it is hard to hear and it's very hard to accept. Because we all been indoctrinated in society, from kids,
Oh, I'm sorry. I got them live now.
Oh no, you cool. I'm just saying we all have been indoctrinated from childhood, since we've been birthed, and like a lot of the information that we know now, our parents didn't know. They didn't have the resources to figure it out. But now, since we have it, I think I have to be responsible with it. Like I got to teach my kids. I got my son looking at the stars now. I'm not, very inclined with astrology. I have knowledge from a spiritual aspect, but as far as digging deep into what up, Nets, appreciate you, sis. Um, but as far as how it associates with spirituality, I am inclined with that. But you put the people around you. Like I said, we all have to share information because we all can't study everything. So we come together and we build with one another. And that's why it's important. That's why everyone is important because everyone has, even if you don't have the knowledge, you have personal experience with life. So it might be a question that I have and you experienced it and you can answer. That's why I don't look down on anyone and I don't think that people, just because where they come from, don't have something to offer.
Yeah, I take all people equally. Like that time we was talking about respect and trust. With me, a person, even in this internet world, you instantly get respect and trust from me. And you can think that makes me, a person could think that makes me a chump. Well, you better make sure you get whatever it is you're trying to get out of me the right way, because you could fall into a stumbling block and find out that I ain't really that cool. I was just saying it somewhere and it felt like I didn't finish saying it. Like I'm a nice guy. That's what I heard you saying, Nate. You was a word. You were saying something on regard to that, and it made me think, man, I'm a really nice guy. They're just saying nothing nice about me. I wasn't brought up in a nice way, kind of thing. But I'm a very great person to know, to care about, to comrade with, man. I've trained to go to foreign countries and kill people with people, man, and let them all the way over everything we had to go through to all the way back here till we don't even know each other no more, kind of person. But that ain't the same that a couple of them then just kind of pop off at me and thought that meant back up. I come from me and person pop up. Let the dice hit again. God damn it. Let the dice hit again. You don't think they're gonna hit you again? Then bet.
You know what? My uncle, rest in peace. One of my uncles, like he was a stone cold killer, right? And people feared him. He did some crazy shit, but um, I didn't know him like that. He was like a big teddy bear. He was like the nicest, the most humblest person I ever met. But as I got older, I realized like we was in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? And he had to be a certain way to survive, or that's what he thought. You know, he could have got himself out of that situation, out of that environment, and he would have been a totally different person. But because he was in that environment, he had to adapt, and that's what he became. You know, he was zero tolerance. Like, if you mess with family, did anything, he'd take your head off and wouldn't hesitate to do it. And he was cold with it, but he, like I said, he was the nicest, humblest person I ever met. My Uncle Q. You know, shout out to my Uncle Q. But
yeah, I don't know about that humble part because I'm not very humble. I mean, you know, I can meet you and shake hands with you, and as long as you don't, have you ever had somebody shake your hand and then try to steal on you, try
yeah,
to sucker punch you while they're shaking your damn hand?
you know what made me humble, pops? I'm gonna be 100% honest. Um, like I know over 180 pressure points. Like if I wanted to, um, I can take a man's life with my hands, and that humbled me. You know, having
Yeah.
that wisdom and that knowledge.
So my
It,
question is, how old were you when you didn't have those abilities?
I was trying to prove myself.
No, I
I
mean,
was,
how old were you when you didn't have those, when you hadn't accomplished anything yet in life? How old were you?
I say up until I was like 27, 28.
No,
That's
no,
when
no. I said, no, I
you
said at
said,
the beginning. Was you like 4 years old, 5 years old when you
oh,
started to 6 years old? How old were
oh,
you? That's what I mean that way. I don't mean in adulthood. That's a whole
oh,
different game right there. I'm trying
yeah,
to get
that's what I'm saying.
childhood.
I wasn't aware of humility or even the skills that I trained in. I started training when I was 7.
There you
Um,
go. That's the answer I'm trying to get to.
but I
Because
wasn't humble. I just knew that made me. I mean, when I was younger, what happened was I had the skills. Now I can go beat up people.
yeah, see, that's what I resonate with you because that's what I'm trying to get at. Dude, when I
Yeah,
was 7 years old, this 10-year-old, I made the mistake of asking them, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" And that's what you don't do where I'm from. You don't ask strangers. People don't know you. You don't ask them for shit. You could get killed. Like I said, that's why I asked you. You ever get sucker punched while a motherfucker was shaking your hand? Have
yeah,
that shit happen to you at 6 and see what you think by the time you're 7.
yeah.
You know
You
what I mean?
know, like I'm in Michigan, right? And we got
Yeah.
this thing where we can take bottles back to the store, right?
Oh
So
yeah, they had that in St. Louis.
I was taking bottles back to the store, and these 3 dudes approached me and asked me, you know, they said, are you, you know, they said, my name is this is you. I'm like, yeah. And one of them hit me, right? And when they hit me, I had 2 bags of bottles in my hand, and I dropped the bag and I hit this dude so hard, his face split open. And another dude, I grabbed him and flipped him, and I started choking him, and the third guy ran. And yeah, when that happened, I realized that um, you just got to be careful when I don't like people approaching me.
I'm like
I don't
I'm
like
that part too. But
I don't
like I
like
said,
people
I can
approaching me
trust
like
you because I can look into your eyes as you approach me. You know,
yeah.
like let me give you an example. Every day that I leave out of here, I have to go up this big hill on my electric chair, right? And it's past all these homeless, mentally ill people and stuff, right? And where I come
Mm.
from, man, you an old person like me come walking by, a motherfucker will jump out of one of these homeless tents and attack me, beat me up, take whatever I got from me. But
Right.
as you can see, that kind of shit don't happen to me. Why? Because like you, when I was 7, I started becoming trained, and once I was trained to with the level of what you call black belt or master, I was instantly informed that look, don't go around using this shit on nobody for no stupid reason of your own. but always be aware of the possibility of a person having in their psyche, down there in one of their 13 levels of them, that the next thing a nerve from them is going to react in a negative way towards you. Be aware of that. And
Yeah.
it will take the thought right out of a person's key. It'll take it out of them, dissolve it, and they will just walk on by you like they never had that thought. See?
Now let me ask you this, because like I was talking about preparing your body, having your body prep. And once you, like, what you saying is accurate, and I want to expound on it, because once you have that training, it gives you confidence, right? You walk different. And people generally, when people want to prey on the weak, that's what they want to do. And when they see you walking with confidence, a lot of times, like you said, that chi, that energy that you exuding through your posture. Um, if you get into a conversation, they can hear the tone in your voice. They generally, like you said, they don't try you. They look for a weaker prey. And I
Yeah.
think that's why it's important for people um, to train to have some type of training. Because, like I said, it not only develops confidence, but preparation. You'll be able to handle yourself if you encounter something, but also it's the posture, it's the energy that you give out with the confidence. Confidence is people feel that. Like when I noticed that, like when I walk in a room, like I used to work around a lot of doctors, right? So these are educated, well-off people. But when I walk in a room with them, they respect me. People are drawn to me. Like, oh, he here, cool. I go to a party, people coming up to me, and these doctors and stuff. I'm supposed to be going to them.
Yeah, and the another thing that you just made me think of is when I was 6 years old, 7 kids that I had no idea who they were caught me, and they ran up in the. I lived in one of those apartment complexes where there's stores downstairs and apartments upstairs, and a
Hmm.
whole block of it, the church on one end and the Velvet Freeze on the other end, but there was shops, barber shop, TV repair, all the way on down to the corner, right? And so
Hmm.
out the back door is where I had to take the trash out. And these kids saw me, they ran up in there and grabbed me, put a big old chunk of dry ice in my hand, and held my hand closed until it burnt me. And
Whoa.
only one thing occurred in my mind. I am fully awake now. I'm fully awake. Come near me, I'm gonna start fighting. Like Nate said, I choose violence.
It choose violence.
Yeah,
Hey,
that yell at me. Now I'm at that age where yell at me and flinch like you about to hit me. I am going to react, and I'm going to use the last bit of whatever ability of my training I might have and sock a motherfucker up as hard as I can. And I ain't
27.
gonna miss.
Darren, what up?
That's what's getting ready to happen. There ain't gonna be no miss. There ain't gonna be no ducking out the way. Have me go stumbling halfway up the road because I missed. No, I wasn't trained that way.
Hey, Ryder. Hey,
But I
Ryder.
know that means that God just gonna keep me safe, and I ain't gonna have to be taking no guns away from nobody else in this town. Ain't nobody ever just gonna think it's okay to just walk up to me and say anything they want to me. And damn sure ain't gonna just come up to me and just touch me and start manhandling me or getting ready to try to butt fuck me or something. Oh, I'm sorry. Woo!
Hey,
Man, I told you. I didn't come up in a nice way, man. I have shit pop up my head. I really don't get a chance to stop my mouth from saying it. No, I'm getting out, man. I'm telling.
hey, Ryder, bro. I'm not bragging, and I'm not. If my sister's still here, she can. She heard some of the stories, but to be honest with you, bro, I was 77 and 0 on the street. I got my ass kicked at home. I never lost a street fight, but I've lost like my cousins and stuff. They whooped my ass, bro. They but that's what prepared me, like going in the street. That's why I never lost a street fight, because I got beat up at home. Um, but yeah, I would bring a couple of my homeboys on here. and I let them tell some stories. I remember the first time I broke a man's jaw. That was crazy because I thought I killed him. Where's my? Hold on, Lovey, I got you, baby. Yeah, first time I broke a man. Like if you ever see a man's, where is that? Okay, let me just hit the button. Hold on, Lovey. I'm trying, baby.
Where's Lovey at?
Right there. I couldn't find a cursor on my computer because there we go.
Mhm.
But yeah, the first time I broke a man's jaw, like his jaw literally detached, and it scared the shit out of me because I thought I killed him. Like I've never seen that. It was looking like it was almost hanging on by skin. But yeah, that was some scary shit.
Perfect. She loves men and she likes to cause a ruckus. Now, what is that supposed to mean?
You said what?
Lovey. No, Perp. Perp said that she loves men, and she says, I was about to say, don't start with Juju. And then she says, I love to cause a ruckus. She's just kidding. That's from that old school Australian way of slang speaking. Like, I want to have a good time. I want to get on that dance floor and not get off I'm going to talk to every guy in here. I ain't giving a shit. Like, they all know me. I'm cool. And girl, if you don't come over and meet my friend,
I love me some Lovey. What up, Lovey?
love you.
Hi, how are you guys?
You see, I'm
doing
talking
great.
shit like I've been smoking weed or something.
Yeah, so silly.
The lovely.
So the word I have, I wanted to tell you.
Oh, there she go.
Yeah, she blessed us the other night. You missed it, Papa Will. You could have won something.
Oh, okay.
I got all my orders is ready to go to work. I just don't have the Miss T didn't get in touch with me, and the Tay person didn't get in touch with me.
Tay in the chat now.
Oh, but everybody else, because I'm doing my mail outs in the morning, so I just was trying to be fair. I mean, if they want to still like text me and give me their info, then they still can get their stuff. But other than that, what is a girl supposed to do?
See, keep a smile on your face and stay
I'm gonna do that anyway.
There you go.
Lovey always gonna be Lovey.
Hi, chat. Let me see. I'm trying to learn how. I had just got home. I was in the mall when I was in the start when I came in. So I was like, I hope I said hi to everybody.
I'm gonna need you to put them Good Burger headphones on.
Oh hell no! I retired them suckers. I don't even know where they at. I don't even want to look at them again. They look so stupid and retarded.
Okay, I'm gonna switch devices real quick. My son.
You can't hear me?
No, I gotta put my son back to sleep. Y'all can rock out for a minute. I gotta just get on my phone real quick until you go back to sleep.
Papa Will, I was gonna put you something into Kalani package that I'm mailing off tomorrow, and then you can get it from him.
Oh, you think we live in the same town?
I know y'all don't live in the same town, but I mean, I'm just going because I already got some stuff I made for him.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
But I'd rather just send it to him, and then he can send it to you.
Yeah, I'll help him get some stamps so you can send it to me, whatever it is. Oh, now we done lost you. Love you.
Oh yeah, y'all lost me.
Now you're dead. Okay, now we see two of words. So this just getting kind of creepy up in here. Okay, Nate's in the bushes, so don't try to pull nothing with your duality going on up here. Yeah, I can dig it. I've been thinking about doing that sometimes, like turn my laptop on, my phone, and my computer, and just have all those screens going on somebody's show. But ain't nobody impressed me that much yet. I just set up two screens right here and bounce between them. I can actually hear two different conversations going on.
Lovey, let me ask you a question. Because I feel like what you did with what you how you stopped your seizure. I mean that was real. That your story was real deep when you told me how you prevented your seizures by making beads. Like you did something physical to heal something that was mental. And I think that's powerful because you found a way without medicine to prevent or to stop something um, that medically they told you you needed pills for.
I want to say my seizures came from. I told you it was after I got shot. It was just after I got shot. That's when everything went downhill for me. But now, I overcame all that. I'm going 2 years now. I'm working on 2 years straight. I haven't had a seizure. I went from having seizures every day, maybe 2-3 times a day, for like a whole year straight. So, with that being said, I'm going 2 years strong without having them, and I don't want to talk about it.
No problem. I
I'll
apologize.
be texting you in the morning, nigga. You gave me another motherfucking seizure.
But I just feel like because the stress that you was having, and you
Yeah,
found
once
a
I had
way.
my brain scan that week, they had me on a brain scan, and technology is something. Once I did my brain scan, it like pretty much let me know like what's triggering me off to like have seizures and stuff like that. And it pretty much, and it made sense. You know, we all can do it. We think about stuff that's out of our control. Like you just can't worry about something that you can't control. I know we all do it. I still find myself doing it right now. Just thinking your thoughts. When I was younger, I used to always hear my nana and them be like, stress can kill you. I'm like, stress can kill you. Like, how can stress kill you? It really can. You don't even, you got people that be walking around here thinking they sane as ever. And they probably just as fucked up as all outdoors. Because we don't know what people be thinking in their brains. I mean, of course, don't nobody show people like what they going through. But at the end of the day, we all humans and we all go through something.
Exactly. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Can y'all please sub up to Chill Town? You just need a couple more subs uh, to get monetized. I think he go hit 1,000. So we can all show Chill Town some love. He do got a great channel. Um, just show him some support and love, and let's help him get to uh, hit that mark. I think earlier he needed two. So um, yeah, let's just show some support. It's free to do, but it mean a lot to him. You know, it'll mean a lot to everybody. Just coming together and supporting one another. Somebody else came. Thug Life, what up, brother? Hey, can y'all make sure Thug Life Manny he dropped in the chat too? I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, that's what I tell people. Everything is connected, especially like when we talk about stress, you know. This is why it's important because disease is just your body at not at ease. That's what all diseases is. It's your body at dis-ease. It's dis-ease. And a lot of times, like your nana said, stress will kill you. It will, because what we think about ultimately affects our body. Like I said, everything's connected, and our thoughts are attached to emotions. So when you thinking something, you feeling it emotionally, you're taking your body out of ease, and it becomes physical. And like you said, it can become seizure.
Yep. You just got to know your body. That's it and that's all. But with that being said, I don't know. I'm just cheating. I think y'all probably gonna be the first people I be confessing this shit too. But once I went a whole year without having seizures, I stopped taking that fucking medicine. I only take the medicine when it's time for me to go see my doctor, so that shit be in my system. Other than that, I don't take that shit. Like, I don't trust that shit. Like, no, if you telling me what's wrong with me, I feel like I can heal and cure myself. I don't need y'all giving me no damn medication. That I felt like when they gave me the medication, for a minute, I'm like, I ain't taking it because that shit started making me seem like I was having seizures more. I ain't about to play them games. I'd rather just fight my fight the best way I can, and medication is not for me. Nope. God, don't get me, but I'm just telling the truth. And I'm good. I don't even think about negative shit no more. But I had went through a phase though. You feel me? Like being shot. Then not only me being shot, my friend being shot worse than I been shot because he was defending me. Like, and then it's just like hella shit. And then for the fucking person that did it to me to be dead like 2 days later, like it was just my fucking brain was just everywhere. Like, what the fuck? But I'm over it now. And yeah, I didn't want to do therapy for my hand when I got shot. So that's why I started bleeding, because of my hand and me refusing doing therapy. Like I wanted to do my own therapy. And I'm good right now. Like literally, it got to the point to where my doctor was gonna take my license from me. I'm like, no, I got kids. Shit, I got a family. I do me. I need my license. Shit.
Juju on that beat. What up, son?
What's up, bro? I made a mistake and Tom Lovey out in the chat. I just wanted to tell her to comment to see if she came back.
Oh, you cool.
I don't know nothing about that. What I'm supposed to say?
No, just say something. Just comment something to see if it lets you comment. But
Oh no, you put me on timeout. No.
I sure did. In here arguing with my dogs and through the phone and came back and it was like Juju time dog love you. I felt somebody.
I think I got 2 people on YouTube that don't like me right now because I accidentally did some shit like that with my phone being in my purse and I accidentally timed them out. I'm like, I don't even know you. I don't know you. So why you think I'm gonna time you out to not accept my apology that it was an accident? But these people special.
Amy in the house. What up, sis?
So wait, who did I say? What did I do with my envelopes? Who did you say the word was in the chat?
I'll tell you in the chat.
Tay, you gotta go on Lovey community tab and her business number on her community tab on one of her posts and send her your info. Well, you gotta ask because I'm not sure if it's with the deadline.
Okay, and I did what you said. I subbed up to Channel Chilltown and watched one of his videos, so it'll stick. So I guess you can make him have 1,001 subscribers now, right?
They should. Yeah, so Chill hit 1,000. He can get I think he got his watch hours. But yeah,
Tell him give it like 2
brother.
days. They'll send him an email.
I think I'm gonna have more watch hours than 1,000 subscribers.
That's how we did it, Papa Will. We had our watch hours. We only needed like 30 more before we got our subscribers.
Yeah.
So we was doing like 7 hours live though. We was doing like 7 to 8 hour lives on Fridays and stuff. And last year or like 2 years ago, before they started even doing all this other stuff, you can be on somebody else's live like we are now, and everybody accumulate watch hours. They don't.
Everybody would do what?
Everybody will accumulate some watch hours from being on the live on someone else's live. Like you up here now, you would have got some watch hours, but they don't do that no more.
Hey, well, I got Juju and Lovey up here. Let me ask y'all something, because y'all females. How would y'all feel like if we, because I talked to my wife about this. I think it's important, especially for kids, especially for females. But how would you feel if that's like, if we incorporate some type of martial art or some type of self-defense into kids' curriculum?
You say into kids, what was the last word?
Like their curriculum, like it should, like in certain
I think
cultures.
it would be good because I feel like it's needed. It's too many. I feel like it's starting like the kidnappings and stuff. It start with the kids first. Like I just keep seeing more and more stuff with people trying to grab people kids in broad daylight and stuff like that. But you see a lot of more kids enrolling in like karate. Well, up here I know it is like they have the different classes, almost like how football is the different age group, like the 3 to 5, the 5 to 7, and stuff like that. And it's like they do self-defense with boxing. It's like at the YMCA. And they do like different things with different age groups of kids to try to prepare them for certain things just in case they was in like harm.
I think you should keep it outside of the school though, because if it was
Right.
mandatory in the 6th grade that your 5th grade class was going to be martial arts training, it would also roll over to the bullies. So it wouldn't accomplish nothing inside of school because the bullies would be using their 6th grade training on your 5th grade ass. But if you're a 5th grader and you're learning martial arts, in the community center by a martial arts expert in the community, that's a place where bullies don't like to go. They like to be on the outside smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, smoking weed, and shooting craps. They don't like.
But they will also have to maintain too.
Huh?
Like here, they will also have to maintain though. They may not be able to be on, in the martial arts class or nothing like that because you have to maintain a certain age point or like grade average. In order to place, certain sports or do certain activities. Not every state is like that, but I'm just saying I would want my child, if I had kids to know and be incorporated with the martial arts and, everything like y'all talk about and stuff like how he wanted his son to know knowledge and things that he didn't know growing up. That's how I would want to be, which we all will. Like even Papa, like earlier, you said you was writing down some stuff. That's, not you was learning something new, and you're probably older than all of us on here, and the fact that you can sit here and learn something new from someone else that's younger than you, that's knowledgeable. That's knowledgeable to me. Like that was when I heard you say that, I said, dang, I'm not the only one. At least I'm not the only one. It's always good to learn something new from someone else's point of view.
Well, yeah, you're right. But hey, what would be wrong with having a bunch of nerd children growing up to run this goddamn place that was nerd children in school that got into the program and learned, because martial arts ain't just about beating up on people.
No, it's not. It's about
strength and ability.
Right.
It's about curving your mind towards helping others. And that's why I say you got to keep it out of the school because in the school, the bullies would just want to take the martial arts just to keep bullying, right?
Yep.
And what we're trying to overcome now, I'm only at phase 1 because who was it that went to phase 17 off top? About kids getting snatched. I'll bring this up again, man. When I was like 8 years old, I asked the wrong kid on my block for a cigarette. And he convinced me to follow him to his house. Yeah, and dude tried to rape me, but the Lord was on my side, so he failed. And I walked out his door, and the Lord was even stronger when I got outside and pointed me straight across the street. And when I went in that house 7 years later, I came out of there wishing I could beat up on everybody that ever tried anything on me. But it taught me, no, let's just walk straight up the street and don't look like come mess with you, and you're gonna be okay in life. But oh, by the way, you're gonna have to stop right there by your godfathers because he's gonna teach you how to read the Quran. And so the Bible, and there's several other things that your ancestry has left for you. You ain't gonna be that same old kid just came out that guy's house that tried to rape you or whatever his plan was, But I've always considered that because that's what he kept saying to me.
Wow.
I'm gonna wibble wop on you, and I'm like, no, you ain't.
Wibble wop. Wow, I never heard that.
Well, that's because I just made it up because now YouTube got these things. Now you can't just say any old thing you want to say no more. So I don't.
You got that right.
So I was being professionally, what they call that?
Professional. You're just being professional.
Okay, let's just give it the single adjective then. Being professional. Because, I several places. I don't mean to be changing the subject, but like you said, I might be older than all of y'all, but I can learn from any one of you. So I can't help but share with y'all what I done seen, so you can tell me what it was I saw. and how it's really going down, right? That's when I get my notebook out and I start writing down. Okay, tonight, Word has 248 subscribers, as he only had 239 the day before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning. You know, it ain't like I'm sitting up here like, you know, like the pharaoh of live streaming. That is because people over here look at you by the number of subscribers you have.
Oh yeah.
They don't even get.
I heard somebody else say that. That's crazy. I heard somebody else say that the other day. They were saying that they was like, people don't care about who, you know, how big people is or how small. They really just look at their numbers. And if you're a big YouTuber or if you're a little further than them, they'll come over to you. If you're too small, they don't, you know, really fool with you. I think that's crazy.
Well, I tell you why that is. Well.
We did a challenge. Somebody challenged us to something, and we did it. And she only had like 70 subscribers. Like, why wouldn't we do? And we got over 1,300 on our couple channel. You know, why wouldn't we do her challenge? Because she has under 100. What they got to do anything? We was there. We was there too.
You're part of the good crew. See, it's like this. It's numerically challenging. Okay, let's just put it that way. That if you've been doing this long enough that you have over 1,000 subscribers, why wouldn't I want to go all the way deep into your channel and see, you know, I don't really care about your watch hours, but your channel ain't shit unless you got the watch hours. So when are you going to have another live? And then that's why I say for people that are just subscribers, and we're in these chats, we're in this new development level of chatting, that you go into a chat and your channel will get shared.
Definitely.
You know, we got people that, you know, that are mods that, you know, they don't sit around and just do nothing. I do the big heavy work. I look for trolls and shit and make sure.
They love me everywhere. I'm a mod that.
I did the same thing.
I got cussed out this morning for missing a whole 2-hour live. I got text from both people.
Oh, you that valuable to them, huh?
I was asleep. I ain't wake. Man, I was knocked out last night. I ain't wake up until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. They said you the one that told us go live at 9 o'clock, and you didn't even show up. I said, that's messed up.
You're guilty for that one. Then
I was super guilty. I took it.
You got to take that. That's.
I took it. I showed up on the next person live, and they was like, "You missed."
Sometimes I go live every single day. I go live every single day. So I react with my fans.
The live would be cool, but we didn't really go live when we was trying to get our watch hours. We just got the videos we already had played. Right. You know, people and your shorts don't have nothing to do with your watch hours. Nothing to do with watch hours at all. No, they don't. They have their own. They do their own thing. They have their own revenue, their own monetization process, and everything. So people that got like shorts in our playlist to help them get monetized, it's not helping because shorts don't have nothing to do with monetization.
So live streams do.
Let me share with you.
YouTube even tell you, you know, try to make sure your videos is at a good number. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't do lives and you just post videos, try to at least make sure the videos is at least 7 to 10 minutes. If it's not, you know, nothing, anything under that, how was they going to push it out to anybody? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm learning all that off you. I learned so, and I appreciate you, Juju, because I mean, I done learned so much. And you know, on that point that you made, Papa Will, I'm gonna have to use Lovey's term. I'm monetized in real life, you know, like so when people be like, because I had a couple people say that, like, oh, you a little channel. I'm like, bro, I don't care about none of that. Like in real life, I'm the man, bro. Fuck you.
That's how it gets read. You know, like
that's
me.
how people look at it. Like I ain't about to feel less than you because you got more subs, man.
I don't know why people do that.
Because a person that has over 1,000 subscribers does lives, and if you sub up to that person, you'll get a notification, right? So suddenly, like now, today I had 8 notifications. But when I saw Word in it, that knocked them other 7 out. When I saw Nate in it, that knocked it. You know what I'm saying? Those are 2 automatic. I don't care how many people.
Yeah, but sometimes when you got a lot of But sometimes when you got a lot of following and you following a lot of people, not
What's going on,
everybody
Nate?
notification come up. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it could be 7 people live at one time. We'll get maybe one person live, or we just go to live underneath our YouTube and see everybody that's live, because we won't get everybody live. Like Tay can go live right now. I won't get it until tomorrow morning. Oh, Tay went live 8 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's different when you have a certain amount of numbers. Things start to show up. So like after you get over 500, maybe even 600, you won't see the people that subscribe to you. It stop coming to your notifications. It won't tell you such and such subscribe to you. It won't do that. Once you get a certain amount of numbers, you have to physically go into the YouTube studio on a computer or on Safari, and it tells you people. You can go look at 365 days. It tells you people that subscribe to you for years. You know what I'm saying? For however long, it tells you the exact date, the month, and the year that they subscribe to you. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say pay attention to your analytics, because it tells you. Somebody tell you they watch you, go to your analytics and see where you from. Oh, you from Maryland? I don't see Maryland in my analytics. So how you watch me? They tell you a lot of things, so some people just have to pay attention to it. Like Word, you see, I was like 30 minutes late, and I was at my client's. I never still got a notification, not once.
Now,
I just knew it was getting ready to be 12:50, so I was like, let me go on YouTube and get ready. And I just happened to go, and that was the first thing that popped up. And I'm like, damn, a whole 30 minutes, what the heck? So it be different. It gets different once you get over a certain amount, but we never not forget people that's been there for us. We done people that wasn't even content creators done made channels because of us. You know what I'm saying? And we gave them motivation to do it, and we will support them. I'm talking about they got 30 subscribers, 15, 20. We was there. That shit ain't easy. It's hard. It takes a long time to even get to 100. But it's like once you get there, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling because you know you're doing something. It's like, all right, I'm doing something right. People rock with me. They listening to me. You know, they sticking. But then you lose people along the way too, because some people just become in tune, or some people start to get big headed and stuff like that. But you just let that make you stronger, because you remove people out your life that don't serve you no purpose. And if they ain't gonna serve you no purpose, it ain't no point in them being there.
Thanks.
Yeah, you do have to go through all those people that you done subbed up to, you know, over on the left channel. And if you think somebody's live and they're not, then hit that refresh button up there at the top on the left.
And it pops right up.
Get a change.
It pops right up.
Mm-hmm. It pops right up.
And if that don't get it, go over there to your notifications. And then your notifications, it'll show you.
I literally type people's name in that I watch. I ain't gonna hold you. I be like, let me go scroll.
No, I'm talking about for us little guys, girl. If you don't shut your big.
I mean, I'm little on Juju World. You know what I'm saying? I'm little on Juju World, so I consider myself small. You see, I don't drop my links because I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to see everybody else succeed, because I know how hard it gets. You know, it was hard.
What do you care about?
We didn't just get a community tab handed to us. We had to work for that. We had to get to 500 subscribers before we got that. You get what I'm saying? They just randomly started giving it to everybody. We didn't get that luxury. We had to get 500 subscribers before we got that. Just for a year later for them to just give it to everybody. Like, dang, we did all that work for nothing. That's why I try to tell people all the time, like the live, when you do a live, an hour live is cool, but try to make your live at least 2 hours so you can see the hours in the 2 days. And when they show you in the analytics, it'll actually show what you work, the work that you did.
Exactly.
And how are you supposed to improve that work after you go and check your analytics in your studio? What do you do after you have some of that idea in your head that at this time on this date, man, I spiked. Let me go back and see what I was doing on that date at this time and see why I spiked. So I can keep doing that and see if I can spike more. What do you do better?
We just got better at it. We kept going to the analytics. We looked to see when our following was mainly on YouTube, to see when we should go live or when we should post. You know, we seen like we will post 45-minute vlogs, videos. You know, we do hot boxes, what we eat when we got the munchies, part 1, part 2, we do stuff like that, nature vlogs, you know, outside with the trees. Like, we do stuff like that. So we will post, say, like around 3 p.m. and we would look at the views. If the views ain't do nothing, we'd be like, all right, let's post at 9 p.m. And we post at 9 p.m. and the views would be different from 3 p.m. because more of our following is on YouTube at that time, because it's people around the world. That it's more people outside of the U.S., that really watches us, that support us a whole lot. So their timing is different. So we try to post around that time because a lot of the views be coming from a lot of them.
Exactly.
So we just improved more on when to post, how long to post a video for, and when was the right day to post a video. We know everybody be busy. Like we be busy. We got clients 7 days a week, every day, Christmas, New Year's, every holiday. Like it never stops. But you have to figure out what works for you, not what works for everybody else. What works for you. It's your channel.
Exactly.
Hold on. What they said she said, Chanel Chilltown said, I just sent, hold on, where that message go? They said they sent YouTube the email for the analytics for their AdSense account. Yeah, that's her channel. We don't do that for her or him. You get what I'm saying? I've never met him, so I have to go over there and see. I did subscribe, but I gotta go check it out. But I've not. You get what I'm saying? That's something they do. So like when people be saying, I need y'all to do this, I need to do, it's nobody's channel but yours. Only you have to put your verification on there. You have to verify your bank, your address. You have to do all that before you get monetized. That's your channel. So I hate when people be like, oh, we the reasons why they did it. No, you're not. Because if you didn't make that channel and you didn't put out the content for the content to be watched, wouldn't nobody be here to know who you even was. So that's why I always tell people, give yourself a pat on the back because you started this channel. You gave people the inside world of your life and what you got going on. You don't have to do that.
Exactly.
And if people genuinely rock with you for it, they're going to rock with you for it. You know how many times we don't post? Look, our numbers move every day. And you know how behind we is? We got like 8 challenges we got to do that people challenge us to. It's just, it's hard when you run businesses, but we still do what we gotta do, and people respect that. Like people over 100, 100K, come over and be like, I respect you for just still coming over and supporting us because we know y'all be busy. And it's like we try not to tell people. I heard Word say the other day, he was like, you can't make people like other people. We tell people that all the time. We can't make somebody subscribe to somebody. Not everybody likes everybody's content. That's why when y'all dropped my link the other day, I wrote underneath of it, y'all can subscribe if y'all want to, or you don't have to. Not everybody like my content. I cuss, I smoke,
now
I
you
drink.
know.
I cuss too.
Juju. Now that's automatic. That's that thing you don't have to say in your marketing. Didn't you have that conversation with Kalani? Look, in marketing, all you care about is everybody that works with you. Everybody that don't work with you, that don't
everybody
like you,
to succeed.
let them go find that person that they resonate with. Because all you're interested in is everybody I can meet that's going to resonate with me, and I'm going to build me in accordance with how I want to present myself to the people that are going to resonate to me. Because I'm sure you're well aware that now, I don't know how it was 2 years ago. I wasn't into this live part. I'm kind of famous on YouTube, but it's from the early 2000s of putting up videos from my TV show. When I first came to Vegas, I had 8 episodes with me to go on our TV show in San Jose, California, and they didn't put none of them on. And then the next thing I know, we looked up and here's a platform to put our TV show episodes on.
What's up, Nate?
This channel on this thing, but but what exists now, and we're like that, we're getting more like it. But I got friends that are exactly like it. When you come to their channel, they are automatically directing whoever's in there to go and check out your page right now. Do it right now. That's why they're there. Because they are co-signing for you being in their channel.
We tell people, you can go support this person, you can go support that person, but we also got emails about, can you not send me over there no more? That gave me anxiety, or that's not my type of tea, or I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So again, not everybody likes everybody content. You know how many people do church like stuff on here that got something to do with church, but they subscribe to us, but they don't watch us. Again, we smoke on our channel, we cuss, we do certain things on our channel, but they still subscribe to us, but they don't really support us. We never see them comment or nothing like that. However, it still shows in analytics that they're subscribed to us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not for everybody. That's why when we're like telling somebody before they came up here, you gotta show your face, because I done been, flagged. We've dealt with that on a live, and the person came up real live doing what they was doing, and then blocked our live and almost gave us a strike for it. You know what I'm saying? That was like,
that's
we went
what
off.
we're very careful about around here. Like I'm this undercover doorman. I check everybody out that comes in here into a live where I'm a mod at. That sometimes I forget that I'm in a live stream where I ain't a mod. I'm like, oh man, it ain't my responsibility, but I'm gonna keep an eye out anyway. Because you walk in this door and you don't immediately say hello to the word. Well, my next step is, hey man, hi, how you doing?
That's me.
Hey, how you doing?
And I got called. Somebody told me mind my business one day because they want my channel. I forget who channel I was on. And they came in and said something, and then they spoke to somebody else. And I said, hold on, you don't come in here and you don't dress nothing. I said, you speak first before you even start saying that. It was just disrespectful to me. Like, they just came in and was like, that's false. I don't agree with that. You should have said that. And I was like, hold on, wait, pause. How you doing? We doing good. Thank you for asking. Now, what you would say, it's just rude to come in somebody live and just automatically start saying you don't even speak on what's going on, or if they ain't even never seen you. Like I said, that last live I did, that girl came in my live and she a troll for real because she don't like me, but she watches me. You know what I'm saying? Copy me, literally take something I put on my community tab from like a week ago and put it on her community tab tomorrow. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I come in our live and she'll laugh and won't nothing be funny or nobody be cracking no joke. And you know what I'm saying? I asked her in the live what was so funny. And what's funny? What you laughing at? Because ain't nobody say nothing that was funny. She went to go address something from a whole year ago. That's misery. I'm not gonna address that. So she just kept commenting and commenting. One of the mods kicked her. No, you don't gotta kick her out. She can stay because she loved watching. You get what I'm saying? That's why she's still here. They literally still here. Literally keep kicking her off our TikTok and everything just for her to keep coming back. Like, she just keep changing her name and coming right back. Like, why do you keep doing this? If you want to be my friend, we can be friends. But I'm not ready to sit here and let you do this wild stuff and try to leech and be ignorant and try to make it seem like it's something than what it's not. Like, it's just too much. I just didn't agree with something she did on her live while I was on her live. It put me in a bad place and I went off on her.
And she's not a mod on your platform, is she?
Hell no, she would not. Sorry, word. No, she would never be. She would not.
That's real easy. That's easy not to get up on my platform.
We don't give everybody mods on our channel because we done had people reach out to us again. People that's been on our channel since we had 10 subscribers. That to always when we got like 500, them reached out to us and said, "Hey, me and my husband was in your chat, but as soon as my husband commented one of your mods, kicked them out for no reason." We done had people reach out. We done went on our block list on YouTube and seen people that we genuinely rock with and support blocked on our channel, and we didn't know why. Mods. So only mods come on JC Family Channel, you have to genuinely support us. And what we mean by that is, no, we don't expect everybody to be on every video as soon as it drops. No, we don't expect everybody to come in every live we do. If we do a video and it dropped today and you comment on it 3 days later, okay, cool. If we drop another video and you comment on that, okay, cool. The community post, you comment on that, cool. If you come in a live and say, hey, JC, just spinning the block on y'all, just wanted to come show some love and I'm out, that's cool. That's consistency. That's loyalty. Okay, we can give you mod because you genuinely rock with us. But if you come in our channel and we see you once and we don't see you again for another 2-3 months, why am I giving you mod? So we don't just give anybody mod. The people that you see on our channel as mods, that's people that's been mods on our channel for a long time. We done got rid of people too. Yeah, you can't trust everybody. I understand, support is support. I'm all with the support movement and stuff like that, but it gets wicked. People get ripped. People get crazy. A lot of people get big-headed. A lot of people get big headed, and it's a few, and it's a lot of them. I ain't gonna name nobody, but y'all, word know a couple of them. I'm just saying.
So, Lovey, what do you think? What is Lovey? Is that her? She done turned the mic off on us?
Hey, my boy Nate ain't said nothing yet.
I know. Where's Nate at?
I was waiting for y'all to finish the conversation. I was waiting for y'all to finish.
Look, I'm waving at nothing over here. I'm waving at the back of my avatar, y'all.
What's going on, Nate?
What's going on, y'all?
Oh, there's Nate.
Hey, Ward.
So, Lovey still in silence?
She was trying to talk, but everybody started talking at one time.
That's why I was on mute for a minute. I was like, I'm gonna let y'all finish talking and doing what y'all was doing.
I'm working. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. You're cool. Okay.
Yeah, I had a thing on my content saying you need to have thumbnails for your channel. I said, it's my channel. I do not have thumbnails.
But you do. I'm sorry to stop you there, but you do. Your thumbnails plays a big part in your videos.
I usually
when
do.
YouTube do your monetization check, when they do your monetization check, that's what one of the checks that they do. They check for your thumbnails and your titles. I'm just saying. It'll tell you when they send you the email. Yeah, to check. That's one of the things when they check every video, every single video on your page. And that's what they check for, your thumbnails, and they check because that's what attract people to your video, to your channels, your titles and your thumbnails. I almost got away with it. Oh, they almost got away with it.
I do put titles, and I usually say the title of the video. I would say before we start this video, today we're reacting to, and I put like the thumbnail, the picture with the thumbnail, and point at it, and then start the video. And my fans love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have a good connection with my fans, and he calls me on Instagram. I mean, we have the best connection, and the bond was amazing. We're supposed to do a collab together pretty soon as possible. And I met a couple of YouTubers that I'm supposed to do collab with as soon as possible as well.
Us too, fam. Us too. We just found out that Come Eat with Mama Paula from Baltimore. And she a mukbanger. We're not a mukbanger. We are Jack of All Jill for Real channel. We do everything, but we're gonna meet up with her probably at one of the seafood places and do something with her. Well, you should have went out back when I let you out there. I'm not going back down them steps. It's a wrap. I already came upstairs.
Nate's emoji is right on the nose of the lion, and I'm upside his forehead. Y'all see that? Nate and I are between. We got them eyes between us. But Nate is dead on that nose.
But to answer your question though from earlier, yeah, I do think in the generation that we live in now, it should be incorporated in a lot of things with kids, martial arts and everything else.
Definitely.
I think it will play an important role because it's knowledgeable too. I can't think of the man name. I've been trying to sit here and think of the man name for the longest, but he teach young kids martial art, but he teach them to be strong and he helped them with their mental strength, and their mom and dad can be there too, but he focused on them. Like a child to start crying and he like, what are you crying for? And the child will say, I'm scared. And he'll be like, for what? And he'll literally break down a theory. He has a whole book. I don't got Instagram. I ain't had Instagram for like 2 years, so I can't think of what his name is. But he like a bald head black guy.
Eliminating fear at a young age. And that's what I'm gonna do for my son. Every time he afraid of something, or I just walk him through it now because he only 3, so he just don't quite grasp.
Yeah, like
he
flinched, like he snapped in their face and everything to the point when they come back like the next week or something, he'll do something and they won't flinch, they won't move, jump. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, so are you still scared? And the child would be like, no. And he'd be like, that's what you called accomplishing your fear. And he would just literally break everything down. He's so deep, and that's why I say I respect y'all, because everything y'all be saying, it just makes me think about the temple of everything he be saying. Papa Will, what Papa Will was saying in the chat yesterday, I was writing everything down. Do you hear me word for word? A screenshot in the chat was moving because he was typing so fast. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I can't copy and paste over to my notes because it's in a live. So I was screenshotting. I don't got no space on my phone right now, like none, because I was screenshotting so I can write, because a lot of what he was saying, I did not know. I know information about some of the stuff he was saying, but what he was particularly saying, I had no knowledge of at all.
And see, that's why I rock with Papa Will. Me and Papa Will done had some good builds on information. And I get excited when I talk to people who, even if it's different, you know what I'm saying? Even if we have different perspectives, or even if I don't get into debates because I can't learn them from a debate. But
not hearing nothing.
Yeah, it's more me focusing on trying to be right or prove my point, and I'm not hearing the other person. Yep, and you don't hear the other person's perspective. So the conversation me and Papa Will have, and I like it because Papa Will is wise. You know, he older than me. He experienced a lot of the stuff I already did. So when he challenges what I say, it just make me go deeper into the information, you know, and I appreciate that. That's what people get confused. Instead of insulting, no, just stick with the facts. If you don't know now, go figure it out. You know, if he say something, if he challenged me on something and I ain't got the answer, guess what? I'll be back.
That's why I asked you the other day when you was talking about, when you was like, do you believe that it's one God with three versions, or do you believe it's one God and he got three versions? That's why I brought it back up the other day, because when you first said it, I'm like, all right, we got to talk about this again, because he left me confused. I thought it was good. And then, you know, I brought it up and we went deeper, and I was writing it down because I'm like, it's more to what I was thinking than what I knew.
Right.
And see, when it comes, this is what I try to give people, the simplified version. And Frankie was saying yesterday, like, even with the language that I use, that I need to ramp it up a little bit because it'll teach people more. So, but like I have to relate to people where they at. Like, similar, are you familiar with Dr. York, Dr. Malachi York? So what he did is what Dr. Ben did too, but he just did it on a grander scale. So that people can understand the Kemetic science, what he did was took you through all the three main religions that derive from that Kemetic science. So now when you get to the Kemetic science, you understand it way more because you understand the Christianity, the Islam, and the Hebrew. That was his method.
Exactly.
And that was ingenious, you know. So now when you say, are there different gods? It's more than three. If you look at the literature, every name, remember, what they believed is if you knew the name of God, you can control God. That's why it was important for people to try to figure out God's name. So, but if you look at the Bible, they never truly figured out God's name. They only knew his name in the aspect he was showing you. So in the beginning, it was Elohim. That was the creator God, the God that created life, the creator of the earth. And Elohim is masculine and feminine. So that's why it states, let us make man, and let us, it kept saying us. So that's two portions. That's two different aspects of God, the masculine and the feminine. It created everything. But then you go into the God of Yahweh. You know, Yahweh is the one who took Moses and them out of Egypt. That's why he said, I'm Yah, the God from Egypt. And then you see what that God represented within that story. And then you get the El Shaddai, the jealous God. I'm jealous if you worship any other gods, you know. And then you look at that aspect, that was the destroyer God. So with every name, you have to look at what representation of God that was. And that's not actually God, but that's the aspect that God was showing at the time.
Right.
Do that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. I got deep into it. I wrote down what you were saying and went and looked into more of it so I could write some more down and learn from what I didn't understand, but it helped make more sense of what you were saying the first time when I didn't understand it.
Yeah. There's
What was Nate? What was Nate getting ready to say? Not cutting you off, Hustle, because
Go
Nate was
ahead.
getting ready to say something like 3 times.
Go ahead, Nate.
I really wasn't going to say much of nothing. I was just sitting back here.
Oh,
I
okay.
ain't really got much to say because honestly, I don't follow religion at all.
Okay.
I mean, don't say no. I'm not atheist or nothing, but I just don't follow religion. But I just believe that there's a higher power. That's it.
You're good.
But now say this though, Nate.
I'm
Would you
more
say
spiritual.
right? But see, that's what I'm saying. So you got a connection with God that a book can't define, right? You see what I'm saying? Even the spiritual aspect, that's what we are. We have spirits, we have souls, and we forget to connect with that. Like I said, there's a lot of people who rely on the physical things like science and psychology and all the things you can touch, taste, feel, hear, and see. But we have other senses that we have been that we're unaware of because of religion. The impact, if you really look at the impact of religion, it took more things away from you than it gave you. You know, you gotta do X, Y, and Z to get into heaven when heaven was promised to you. You know, heaven is here on earth. It's told you you can only get it when you die. It's people right now living in heaven. Why? Because we living in hell.
Exactly.
You know, even when they say, you know, melanated people are cursed because of God, of what, you know, our ancestors did, right? So what is that curse? It sent us to a foreign land and we forgot who we are. So if we know that we are cursed, why do we keep accepting the curse? Why don't we try to break the curse? Figure out who we are. Once we know who we are, we know what we can do. The curse is lifted. That's the curse itself. It's just not knowing.
Right.
So if you don't know something, you figure it out. So that's how you reverse that curse. I don't believe I'm cursed. I know I'm not cursed.
Only thing I can tell you is how can you sit here and even gain knowledge of yourself? No, I'm serious. How can you even gain
No,
knowledge
it
of
was the way
yourself?
you started off. I felt like that was a black person start off. How can you sit here and say?
Oh no, because I'm over here. I'm trying to keep myself in the right mind state right now. It's got some bad news earlier, but
Oh Lord. Okay, let's go.
Go ahead.
Come
there's
on.
no way you can sit here. Damn, see, you done fucked me up, Juju.
I'm sorry. That just I gotta go meditate because I don't like when you say that. Last time you said you got some bad news, it was bad news, and
Wait.
it went haywire.
Oh well, it ain't that type of bad news where I gotta give somebody a eulogy. So that's a good thing. No, damn it. And you really made me lose my train of thought. Damn.
You were saying, how can you sit here and say something about you was ready to say book, and then I started talking and that's
Word, repeat what you just fucking said not too long ago. I was getting ready to piggyback off that. My bad. It's not you, Juju. I'm everywhere right now.
No, I'm saying that you got a deeper relationship with God and you don't need the book.
No, the book is more just the book is more, in my opinion, just it's basically just a blueprint of the guideline. But then again, how can anybody know anything if everybody's hating on each other? When you ain't even taking the time to take knowledge for yourself, what you expect? You're only gonna have a select handful who will actually stand on that forefront, like, you know what? I just gained knowledge of self. I know it worked. I'm good to go. I'm good to build. It's not just indoctrination, and I can't even consider it a curse. It's a plague, you know, because it's spread like wildfire. You know, you're gonna always have division unless everybody wake the hell up and get knowledge of themselves. Other than that, what else can you possibly say but just take everything within accordance. Those books is more just not just a blueprint, but it's like a moral standpoint back to true north, basically. All right, man, listen, you wilding out right now. What would this man do right now? I don't think he'd be trying to hang this nigga upside down from a balcony. So let's try the other thing.
True. That's a valid point.
And I'm gonna say this
That's
too.
a valid point. Not everybody want to listen. So why? Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah, it is a good point.
That's a good point.
And then
Word.
I got my.
I'm listening because that was a good point.
You know what I'm saying? I got my backup channel in my second channel, and I created a second channel. On this channel, you know, I'm sharing information and building with people, but on that other channel, I'm gonna get a little raw, and I'm gonna just tell it like it is. On this channel, you know, it's about bringing people together. That channel is just gonna be raw information that I think that, you know, people can benefit from. You know, everybody ain't gonna agree with that one because
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna be doing nothing. I ain't gonna be doing nothing on the backup channel for a week.
They get on my nerves. God, they always in the way. Let me go email them. I'm sick of this shit. And let them know sincerely from management. The fuck?
Yeah, I
don't understand why they do that, Nate, though, because we do the same. We do that on our channel. You see when we're live, and we never go through that. That's why I say that's somebody's blocking your shit for misleading information or something. Somebody's doing something because we don't never, and you see us, we go ham on our channel with the music, on the lives. Every time people be like, do y'all do regular lives? Yeah, we do bingo, trivias and all that, but we like to listen to the music. And sometimes that non-copyright music don't be where it's at. We want to vibe for real. And we never go through that. That's why I say it's somebody. It's not, it can't be YouTube. It cannot be YouTube. That's somebody else.
It's specific songs because it did show me when I was going live from the back of the page from the app itself. It showed me off the rip. That's when I knew yesterday I couldn't play Joe Budden Pump It Up no more. I said, damn. That was the first one I got throughout that whole live stream yesterday. That was the only one I got. Like I said, StreamYard would have caught that quicker. See, YouTube ain't catching that quick. It's like StreamYard too. They catch that shit quick.
They track it. Yeah, I try to tell people not to play Aaliyah. Like play her non-copyrighted music. If you play one of her regular songs in your video, boy, they hit you hard. They hit us hard one day. Forget all the other songs, like you said, that was played. That was the only person. All 3 songs we played of hers was the only name we sang.
Wait, hold on. Which song? Rock the Boat?
Rock the Boat, 1 in a Million, and 4-Page Letters. You cannot play none 3 of them. They private our whole video and everything for us. Like they took the whole video and put it in the private section.
That's just like you can't play mostly any Prince song except for Purple. Oh no, my fault. Raspberry Beret. Oh, and they let you play certain Mike songs. There's a Beat It and something else. They told you, nah, nigga, don't do it. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. They let me play Billie Jean. They let me play Dirty Diana. They let me play.
I think I remember play this song. And I'm seeing the word man with this because I think the word was in the stream. I played Tupac and Nipsey Hussle and Takeoff, and he complimented me by we mixed it pretty well. I think I thought, did you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was wondering you did because I did play that. I didn't get copyright. I was
like, that's why.
Hey, my face hurt. James is a nut, man. James, that's my dude. Shout out to James. Hey, if James ain't coming to your channel, then your channel really ain't lit. I don't care what nobody said. James he be in the lit channels. He got mod sticks. I mean, James is the man. Shout out to James.
Wait a minute,
James don't come to my channel.
Oh shit! See, you setting people up, man.
I subscribe to your channel.
Hey, James.
I would have said he ain't been to their channel, but we ain't been live, so.
Hey, Lovey be shaking it, James.
Yeah, I've seen Lovey's channel. She's funny.
James,
she's very funny. I've seen her channel.
Hey, James,
I'll be right back, y'all. Let me let the dogs out.
Hey, James, you a living Lovey channel. Lovey be popping it.
Yeah,
I'm
Lovey
telling
has
you.
been popping. She's funny. She puts.
Because I ain't a content creator. I
You're
ain't
the
a
best
content
content
creator,
creator.
but I'm a
Hey,
content creator.
hey,
That's
I'm
Jane,
giving you flowers
you better
already
go
because
sub up the
you're
Lovey
incredible.
channel. Hey, Lovey, I'm telling you, Jane, you start dancing, James gonna take his shirt off.
okay. James got to come on over. So Lovey got. See, I'm gonna start paying. See, Kalani told me I better start paying attention to my chat. I'm gonna have to give James one of them right to left wrenches.
Hey,
No,
Lovey,
but see,
you gotta come. Oh, my bad. Real quick, Lovey, you gotta come chill with us over at the Gas Podcast on Friday nights too. I think you'll enjoy it over there.
Am I not subbed up to that channel? What is that channel? I subbed.
That's Tay's other channel. It's like a grown channel. We be having grown folks conversation over there.
It better be a ground channel trying to invite Lovey over there.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it over there.
I think I need to think about doing.
I'm not worried about it, though.
We gotta see your ID before you come over there, Hustle. You gotta make sure you're 21 and up.
Well, I'm 23. I'm 23.
Shit, take that as a compliment, cause shit, they said I'm an infant, so I know I got to keep my ID on me.
I thought both of y'all was like 15. I was about to call truancy on your asses, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna.
I ain't gonna go there. Cause I'm 42 years old. I see some 40-year-olds on here that look like they my older TTs and shit. Like they don't look like they my damn age.
I'm like, I'm calling truancy on Lovey. Look at this. You were supposed to have been in school already. See, I'm calling everybody for you. Nah, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems like everybody is grown in accordance.
I know.
I feel like my job is done. Y'all don't need me for next week. I'm gonna get a strike on this channel now.
Oh man, please
don't say that, because you still don't be fair. I just be playing music, and I try to go like even to like the older music, and they still be messing with me.
Nah, because I believe it's just specific songs, like just like I believe that is the same way like how Juju said it, because I only attempted one Aaliyah song and they didn't fully knock it off, but they gave me a copyright disclaimer that following morning, like, yo, you can't play this no more. I said, what the hell did I play last night? I said, oh, this song? I said, but y'all would wait till the morning to give me that shit. You didn't give me that shit that night.
That's what YouTube does. I'll play beats of songs for artists, and I'll just sing it. I'll sing over the songs to prevent copyright, and it works every single time. I'll just sing along with it. I just have to do boom, 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 boom. I just have to sing it. I think I played Hank. I think I played Hank's like boom, 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 boom. I played that. I didn't get copyright. I never got copyright. So
that's what song got me. That's what song got Suge Nate Radio tucking down tonight.
What?
Usher, you don't have to call. I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, you just let me play that shit a couple weeks ago with no problem. I ain't even getting no notice about that, nothing.
Hey, Nishan, hit the panel real quick, bro. Let me ask you something.
Lovey, look, my scalp piece hurt. Look at my face. My scalp piece hurt, man. But I ain't worried about it, though.
Shut up.
I need a week off. I only need a week off. I need a week off for the music anyway. It don't matter. Because when I come back on that channel.
Hey, YouTube called me when I first started YouTube. I was playing the music. I said, this is sad when these motherfuckers start calling you, telling you like what you doing wrong. And I had told they ass, shit. I've been hard-headed all my damn life. I don't know nothing about all this.
I mean,
they won't call me. They won't contact me, man. I can't even find how you. Hey, man, how you gonna give me a strike and you don't tell me what it is? How you expect me not to do the same thing right over?
Exactly.
I'm going to do it right over on the backup page. Look, Papa Will, I'm going to do it back over again on the backup page. You know me, I don't care. I told you I was going to get that shit clipped regardless. You're not going to tell a grown ass man what the hell he going to play. And I know it's somebody 9 out of 10 licking cock balls, but it's all right. I'm not worried about that shit. You can't stop greatness, nigga. I'll be back.
Like YouTube give me a strike for doing Happy Tree Friends. And I said to them, I never react to Happy Tree Friends. I point to Quaymax. So Quaymax got copyright. He pointed at me and said, why would you tell him that? Because they blamed me. So I put you under the bus. I saw you. That was not fair.
Yeah, I'll be
that
honest
pissed
with
off.
you.
This is wild.
I don't know what I get. I hope I don't get copy strike. I know I'm on the
what?
backup page. I am. I
No, they'll give you
don't say
copy
nothing.
strike
I
for
just
no
share
reason.
information.
Just you wait.
It depends, but see, it depends on it depends on what the topic is about. Because guess what got me my ever first copyright claim ever, and it wasn't music.
It was
The first copyright claim I ever got was not for that first. I think Papa Will was there too. The first poetry night I did went like 9 hours and change.
Yeah.
Got a copyright for that one, but it was because of something that Trey said. Shout out to my man Trey's though. I was like, but I didn't say it out my mouth. So how you still even gonna? I said I'm not even gonna. I said it's not a strike, so it don't matter. But I was just like, damn, you really gave me something for something I didn't even say. I said, but it's all good. It's all good.
I've had 3 strikes just on some just cause. I ain't done nothing wrong, but somehow I think somebody flagged my account and got me 3 strikes. I outlived the first one. Now I'm gonna outlive these 2 right now. So Nate, don't worry about not going live. I ain't been live, man, in 2 weeks already. And
No, Papa Will. That's the backup channel. I only use the backup channel for that. I'm still on my main page. I'm good. Tomorrow night. Me and Ryder is supposed to be having a little panel tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Touching up on what we was talking about on her panel earlier. I was like, yo, I said, if you want to redo it, we could do it tomorrow night at 8. I'm off tomorrow night anyway, so.
Yeah, dudes, YouTubers who contact me, like the Bean Squad said they was banned for no reason. The Prince family got banned for no reason. I was like, and they contacted me about it. I said, Hustle, what you do about it? I said, contact YouTube. And that's exactly what they did. Got the channel back. I said, Hustle, they did to you too. I said, yeah. They gave me They gave me a strike for no reason for Happy Tree Friends. So Damian Biak called me for help, and so did Billy B from Bean Squad. They called me for help, and that's why I helped those YouTubers.
I want them to see my face. I want them to see my face. When the backup channel is back, I'm gonna do it again.
I did was I took the strike that I have right now for, I don't know how Nate can use the V word, but jokingly I said the V word in my last live, and got a flag strike. They flagged the whole damn, the V word. I ain't saying the V word out loud no more, man. They took my channel for using the V word.
I'm lost right now.
Okay, what is Nate always? What
you talking about? A phrase I always say?
Yeah.
Oh well, nah. You didn't get flagged for saying you smoke rocks.
No, I said the B word, man. Come on, man. It's well known that I smoked rocks all the way up to 2014. That ain't it. What do you say, Nate? I always choose what? The V word.
All right. See, that's a logo that's always going. That's why.
But I mean, it was. I was, me. I do education. I'm the guy that goes and beyond the Bible. I go tell you who wrote the motherfucker. Okay. I go tell you what incidents led up to the words that was used to put in the damn thing. Okay. And that's where I'm at. And then it come to that. And then I just repeated what they said. And they struck me talking about I was creating violence. All I'm doing is educate motherfuckers on where we really come from. So
you had a hostile environment.
Yeah, they flagged it, right? But look, I'm like Nate, YouTube, you don't really run my damn life. You related to that bitch ass motherfucker called Facebook. I don't give a fuck about you. And I went to StreamYard, because I knew I had backup, right? I went back to my StreamYard, grabbed the original, right? The original, and took it home, put it in my Adobe Mastermind project, and went to the part where they said, they didn't even tell me where it happened. So I took the whole 2 hours, broke the whole thing down to 30 minutes episodes, and launched them like loaves of bread up on the shelf to be launched, right? Until I got down to them 2 words. But then in the meantime, there's blank spots where the music didn't work. There's damn commercials up in it. I cut all that stuff off, all of it, cut off and out, and made me 3 episodes of that original show, right? So now, once these strikes are gone, I'm going to take them 3 shows and launch them back to my YouTube channel.
That's the best thing you can do. That's
if
smart.
you have that capability, yeah. That's the best thing you can do.
Hey Nate, let me ask you something, because you was talking about what you and Riders was gonna do tomorrow, and that's another one. I seen that. That's why I didn't want to do the show. I wanted to wait for y'all to do y'all show, but you want to touch on that a bit now because I think that is important.
Yeah, some of y'all might have not caught the live earlier with Riders, but oh yeah, we also had Angel pop up and she gave some good testimony as well too. It's basically a little bit of everything. You know, we talking about what's going on in these schools, especially with these teachers. Like a lot of people keep talking about they want to take the kids out of school, but then guess what? If you're not going to take the time to educate these kids, then what are you really doing? And then we got to, it's basically changing and reforming not just the educational system, but the safety of the kids too. If you're gonna let these kids go to school, but mostly it's just trying to see what's what. And if you can't get to a common ground, then we might as well pull the kids out of school. But this is going to be a topic we definitely going to top in on tomorrow. So I hope everybody is going to be in it because trust me, this is going to be something you want to be a part of.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow. At what time?
I got the reminder set for 8:00. So
okay.
So
it almost got set for today. I looked at it again. I said, "Well, I went for today." You said, "You stupid calendar." Like you went for today. I'm like, that's because she said she couldn't do it tonight, and I know that part. So,
but
we doing that definitely tomorrow night.
Okay.
So we'll definitely be tomorrow on Nate's channel. Supporting that brother because the information coming up. Hopefully, y'all let me up on the panel, and I won't have to do my show. I can just add it to what y'all gotta say. But I think this is like I think about it. But like I said, everything.
You gotta put it in pocket.
I truly feel like everything is connected, like a spider web. It's just different points. Because the situation, even what I'm saying, prepare your mind, body, and soul. Imagine if we incorporate that into the kids. That's why I was asking Juju and Lovey, as females, do they think it's important for kids to have some type of self-defense training?
They're supposed to.
Yes.
They're supposed to.
Definitely.
It's the same way. Listen, it's the same way with these people. Like prime example, and I'm not trying to even use this as a card, but you see some of the white folks, they take their kids and teach them how to shoot a gun, load it up, clean it, do all that extra shit, but because that's giving you training right there, just in case if something does go, if you have to go to that fucking route. But you're supposed to know.
I shoot with my little nigga every night. Every night I shoot with my little nigga. We started off with our paintball guns.
Wow.
That's what we do.
Y'all have paintball guns?
Mm-hmm. And it started from like the little bootsy ones to where we got that shit to where that shit, whoa.
I need to get me paid.
They kill animals. They fucking our paintball guns kill animals. My son so such a mess. He was like, we gotta start putting our paintballs in freezer. Like what?
Why?
I am sitting here. He told me put them in the freezer. I put the motherfuckers in our freezer. The next night we went out just shooting it. It was dead cats every fucking where. Sorry for the cat.
I
have a fan in the comments.
Fair use. We do not. This is not.
Sorry.
I had a fan.
What's that? That was for educational purposes, YouTube. Well, y'all see why I can't be listen, that's probably why my ass be getting in trouble. I ain't got time to be talking about no educational purposes. I want to say what
and that's the thing. Your freedom, see, that's the thing. See, like how Lovey said it, but it's the truth though. in my opinion, I've always felt like this. If you giving us the platform to do whatever, we supposed to be able and entitled to say what the hell we want to say, especially if it's some truthfulness that needs to be fucking brought to the forefront. Especially we know you motherfuckers is going to lie. Excuse my language and part of my language for those who are watching the replay. It might be some little Tarantini's watching this, but I told everybody I'm raw and uncut, and see, is this going to be some things I ain't going to never sugarcoat, and that's one of them. You know,
Right.
like tomorrow night's panel, I'm not sugarcoating not a damn thing, and I'm still gonna put that disclaimer up, but I'm not this. Nope, there will be no editing. Don't care about none of that other stuff. Away with your shenanigans, because right now these things right now that we gotta get into. You laughing, but it's the day. Y'all know I sound funny when I say it, but I be on my bullshit too. Like I'm trying to. Jesus Christ.
Hey, but Lovey, let me ask you this: that you know, going out shooting with your boys, do you see a different type of attitude or like a confidence that it gave them, just understanding they know how to handle themselves with weapons?
What if I say I don't like questions? Nah.
Oh, Lovely, you funny. You funny.
Okay. I'll be always cracking a joke. Okay, I'm gonna listen. I'll be serious this time. Say it again.
I said, did you notice like a shift in the attitude? Like, did it give them confidence, them knowing how to handle a weapon?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I said I'm thinking, you know, trying to test his head to see where he at, and then when he got to telling me about freezing the paintballs and shit, I'm like, this sound like I'm trying to create a monster. Like, what the fuck? And what my dumb ass do? Put the whole bag in the freezer. And then that neck, I'm telling you, and the shit really worked. I think I was more excited than he was. I was like, I shoot the damn cat. And normally when we shoot the cat, it'd be funny because we could see him like jump or something and disappear. Them motherfuckers was like, doom, and just like, I'm like, what the I said, oh hell. I was like, creep the fuck out. Like, I said, we going down because like the fucking next morning, it's hella cats where we live at. So it was just hella cats everywhere. Like, it was just.
There's a short of hella cats.
But I don't like cats. I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. We even got, I've been trying to tell them now for the last, we wait till like in the wee hours of the night. But we be like, I want to get the goddamn raccoons. I want to see what them fucking frozen bullets gonna do to them fucking raccoons.
Oh my god, you do not want to know.
Oh, rich ass suburbs living here. You're just as bad as Nate talking he got raccoons in Brooklyn. That's a rat with a motherfucking Batman mask on.
Nah, but see, surprisingly, we do got it. Like I said, I was from man. Listen, our island was supposed to be land that Robinson Coons, that ass.
So. We got rats out here bigger than the jackrabbits.
Oh, I know.
Oh, really?
They can have the jackrabbits out here.
I know about those rats. I know. It's been a news story talks about those.
Well, they gonna be cousins and shit.
A fan asked me a question. I said, "Can you teach me self-defense?" And that's what me and Ryan did. We show him how to do punch, kick, punch, and he done it and he won. And his mom thanked me. He said, "Thank you for teaching my son self-defense." I said, "You're welcome. You're very welcome." I said, "My son looks at you like as an uncle." I said, "Oh yeah, okay, thank you. I can take that as a compliment." Every kid goes, "Hey, Uncle Hustle. Hey, Uncle Hustle." Every comments is like that. They look at their uncle.
No, but I can tell you this right now, though. I can tell you this right now that they're supposed to learn that. They're supposed to learn all of that stuff, though, because that was stuff they was trying to teach us back in the day when they just to keep us out the damn streets a lot of times too. Man, listen, you're gonna learn something today. I don't want it. You're gonna learn something today.
You're gonna learn today. But you know what's important.
I'm sorry, I just had to get the Kevin Hart line. I'm sorry.
The reason why is really important too is not just because they know how to handle themselves in a physical altercation, but the fact that it gives discipline and structure, and those are two things, especially I think kids need. You know, it's this, and it translates over into other disciplines in life. It helped me, especially when I decided to, change my life around. Even though I was dabbling in the arts as a kid, when I got older, it made more sense. But if I would have stuck with it, because I switched from taekwondo into boxing, and then I started playing sports, so when I got into sports, I still had structure and discipline, but it was different from martial arts. It was totally different. But then,
hey, y'all, I'm gonna step down and go to bed so that I can remember what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing in the morning. But man, it's been another great day. If y'all haven't subbed up to me, go ahead and sub up to me, and I'll thank you tomorrow when I see you. But for now, I love all of y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Appreciate you, Papa Will. You see that, Lovely? You see what Juju said? She can't wait to get her waist beads so she can wear it with her crop tops.
I hear you.
Bring your sexy back.
Hey, James, she giving you a preview, bro.
You messy as hell.
I gotta ask the question. You
gotta go over to the Gas Podcast and see James. James be tripping. That's my boy, though.
I was getting ready to ask you, who did you give my lovely prize to last night? Because I
don't know, because I got two. Damn, I got two. Let me see. I have my notes. I ain't lying. I got everybody orders ready to be mailed out except two.
I thought you gave mine to somebody. I told you to give it to one of the lovely ladies, and then
okay. Chill out, dog. Chill out.
I'm chilling.
I got a K and a Miss T, and then I have I got Val, I got Alan, I got Liz, I got James, and I got Juju. And I got Kalani, but that's some other stuff. But my other two that I had was Miss T and Tay. And Lord, if I forgot somebody, I don't need nobody talking about that. Where my name? Nah, I think this was everybody.
Yeah, that's what.
So yeah, the only two was Miss T and Tay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no, because I was like, like I feel those, and even though I know you got stuff. I'm not even really a jewelry. I'm not any type of you don't even catch me really wearing hats.
It don't even matter. You could have got you a tiger eye bracelet,
Let me look.
I don't want to hear all that. Listen, this is what I do. This is part of my business, so I don't want to hear you talk about what you don't wear and what you don't like.
Well, you're gonna hear it today, and guess what? Until you get me a panda bed, we can't talk no more.
You said the panda bear.
Yeah, we need to panda bear.
What's in my?
Hey, really, Lovey came over and gave gifts.
Nah, but that's always me though.
Subscribers. It's jewelry from her store.
No, because I think you talking shit. Because I'm trying to see. I just got me some new stuff in, and
okay. Ain't nobody talking no shit to you, man. Listen, you know how we do.
Don't go back now, dog.
Ain't nobody going back now. Stop acting light skin, son. I'm just
You said the panda. Wait, where is they? I know exactly because I did, and I think I only ordered one, and it's a silver one, but I think it's actually nice. I don't even know where my own damn personal waist bead is. They remind me of my owls that I have. Oh, here goes my owls.
Oh shit. She got the panda. That's what's up.
Hey Nick, let me ask you this. Right.
Good,
so on the subject, prepare. How would you prepare your mind? I mean, I think one is intellect, information, but also we got to think about our environment. We got to prepare our mind to interact with the environment we're in. So, what suggestions would you have? Because I feel from your life experiences, you got a lot of insight on that.
Do you really want me to tell the truth or the lie?
You need the ugly truth, bro. I want the ugly truth.
You can tell the truth or plead the fifth, whatever you want to do.
Oh man. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's still a balance because if you allow too much emotion to get the hold of you, you ain't gonna see nothing through. So you gotta have a key balance. Like, see, prime example. There's things that I know for a fact would have drove a regular person to either drink, start using heavy drugs, or even trying to do other things along the lines of even suicide. Couldn't allow that to happen only because I knew I had people, even when I didn't feel like I had people, I had everybody that was really rooting and loving, and it's still like that to this day. So again, you have to have a calm balance. And a lot of times you're going to have those real people that don't want to see you going down that wrong track, especially if they see something. So, you know, it's always a hit and miss because some people are not mentally strong. Some people ain't going to be able to tolerate anything. Shoot. I'll give you a fair balance. You see how I go 0 to a million and back to 0 like nothing happened. It's nothing because it's, you know, I told somebody, I said, see, if you're going to have people that's going to try to come at you even on a roast session, if you ain't been in a roast session in your life, something wrong. I don't care what you're talking about. So you got to have that balance. And then a lot of times you got to be able to speak to people without having to, it's how you say it a lot of times. You ain't got to really resort to no negativity. I done had situations where a nigga thought he was about to trip. And I'm like, yo, brother, man, like, are you serious right now? Like, like you hear the calm demeanor right now. I'm asking you a serious question. Oh, my bad, bro, because you know niggas be playing. Yeah, but I'm not one of them to be playing around with like a lot of times. And I'm just asking you a serious question. So there's a way to go about it. But then other times you gotta choose violence.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling about some of these handicap ass bitches that don't cam up that be on fucking YouTube talking that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. We don't know what the fuck you are.
See, I think you're right.
Y'all know I had to say some slick shit because they be watching.
But see, that's why I think it's important to prepare yourself mentally too, to interact with other people, because you don't know a person's attention until you have a couple interactions with them. You know, people show their best face sometimes, then they turn around, you know, stab you in the back. You know, sometimes it's hard to identify the snake in people. So it's important to, you know, prepare yourself mentally. What they say, prepare for the worst and pray for the best. I mean, I don't think that's a bad saying, but I would say,
but expect the unexpected. Always remember that part too. Expect unexpected. That's why you gotta have that balance.
I mean, I'm older now. I'm to the point now to where I really like I'm self-made. Like I already did overcame all that, you know, needing a friend type shit. Like I bust moves by myself. You feel me? Like I don't need no team to do nothing. But I have to notice that I really feel skeptical about the people that be really acting like, oh my lovey. Like, don't fucking approach me with that oh my lovey shit, because now I gotta have my third eye open. Because it's always them ones. Oh my lovey. And I'm like, be the ones that be fucking me. I'm like, no. So like, just FYI, like, just don't fucking oh my lovey me, because then I'm gonna be looking at you funny.
And don't try to take my saying, because I'm the only one that love me some lovey, and she don't, you know, gotta worry about that. So don't try to get in cool with lovey.
That should be hella funny. It'd be funny and weird at the same time. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like you, like when I go live, like you don't love me, bitch. You don't even come to my lives and shit like that. But you love you. Get the fuck out of here.
They trying to take my saying. They can't do it. It ain't gonna work.
Lovey, they do that to me. They do that to me as well.
You can tell when something, like what Juju said, you can tell when somebody really rock with you, especially on here. Do they support you? Do they come through? Do they comment? What you know, you can tell, you know, when somebody really rock with you. But then, like I said, it be them snakes, you know.
Oh my God. Yeah, I had one fan ask me. They said, Hustle, do you like liquor? I'm like, yeah.
Do you like what?
They asked me, do you like liquor? And I'm like, yes. And asked me they asked me which flavor did you try? I said the blue one at Texas Roadhouse. I was like, what kind of question was that?
Nah, but see, I told somebody this too though. I said it's a little bit of everything you're gonna go through in life, and the main thing is about taking everything that was seeming to be negative and turning that into a positive. See, like if I'd have let a lot of things in my past fuck me over as a kid, I probably wouldn't be talking to nobody right now. I don't even think I'd have made the 18. But hey, it's a lot of times you're gonna get put in a good position. See, I was happening to just be coming from a bad position to a good position, all within that same motion. It just took time for me to see it.
Hey, Kalani, have you seen Val today? Was Val in here earlier?
I don't believe so. I didn't see that at all.
And see, I think Perp laid down too. She was saying she had migraine. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like you know who for you. You know when you notice they ain't around. Yeah, shout out to Val wherever Val at. We got to get her up and going. Juju, we got to make Miss Val have a page. I think
she got one.
She need to start going.
I subbed up to her page.
Yeah, we need to get her
hey, Dirt. Hey, Val, hella funny. But why when I was on her page? You know how you do your
Did she cut out on
premiere
or is it just
yeah. She cut out on me as well.
You scheduled to go live to see. She just got hella shit. Like she going live like back to back to back to. It only reason why I thought it was funny because I found myself going like hitting notify me. No, that's like how many goddamn notifies is it?
Yeah, shout out to Val. I'm surprised. Kalani, you all right, bro? I'm surprised you ain't hit the link. Hey, Kalani, Nate, was you in here last night when Kalani and Frankie was up here? Man, that joke was hilarious. Frankie was like, he about to add another commercial.
I heard it. I was dying laughing.
Hey, shout out to Frankie, man. That's my boy, man. I enjoyed that conversation with Frankie.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think I was in there knocked out, but I was tuned in, but I was knocked out. I ain't gonna hold you. I was.
I appreciate it, brother. I'm on struggle mode with the watch hours. I'm only got like 700. I mean,
it's gonna get there, bro. It's gonna get there. Listen, it ain't gonna happen overnight. And shoot, a lot of times, look, you gonna see how sometimes you did some uploads or you just do whatever, but however you decide to do it, you're gonna get them because you're still growing. You're not gonna get because I trust me, I've already been there. And I'm lucky to get where I'm at right now. I should have been past that, but hey, when people don't understand real shit, it happens.
Yep.
See, that's the thing too. Is like I don't have like this. The only time I got to dedicate to it is when the family sleeps. So like even making videos or editing, I don't have like I'm with my kids. I have to everything that I'm talking about on here. I'm doing it in real time. My son 3 years old, and if you got around him, I mean, speaking 2 different languages right now. Not fluently, like it's still words he don't know, but like his awareness, his mechanics,
oh wow,
is off the chart. Even the doctor, like he like when we went to the doctors, he turned off the computer, turned it back on. He know how to scroll through it. He was going through the different things. He was like YouTube. He looking for YouTube on the doctor's computer, right? So I mean, just stuff like that, like. He's mechanically inclined. His social intelligence is like him playing, interacting. Like he don't really interact with people, but when he do, you should see like the level of interaction he has. because it's what I do with him every day. Like when he wake up, he wake up, go like my freezer is at the bottom. He wake up, go get his food, put it in the toaster. You know, he do all that for himself, man. At 3, like so, um, like that's what I do. You know, I really put the time in with my kids, and then so the only time I really have is like later at night.
All right.
Nah, but see, listen, even if you do it, see, look, sometimes you ain't even gotta do a whole bunch of lives, even though the lives help. Sometimes even like, look, the last couple times you was doing your live streams, you see it went past 3 hours, 4 hours because conversations get deep. That's how part of my hours got there because a couple of those lives, like I said, that first night of poetry was 9 hours, bro. 9.5 to be exact, almost 10 hours. That set a record for me because I'm like, I didn't think I was gonna ever be on a live this long, but it was a multitude of things that happened. And then you had people that just was like scrolling through, was like, oh shoot. So you know, you're gonna build regardless to what, bro. Sometimes you just gotta hold a long panel like you do sometimes, like how it is right now. We're gonna pass 3 hours. Or you know, even though it look like the analytics is saying there's this many people, it could really be more than 5 people, 10 people watching. That's why I don't look at the numbers, bro. Like I honestly don't even look at it. Like some mornings when I see it might say it's 20-something people in the chat watching. I know it's more than that, but I don't honestly care. The only reason why I don't care is because as long as the people are hearing something genuine, and as long as people are getting that information, I'm good. But you want to get them. If you want to get them hours, bro, before you know, you're gonna be to 1,000. You're gonna click your eyes again. You're gonna be like, oh shoot, I'm getting there. Even if you doing the lives once every evening, and you just it's gonna add up, bro. See, the reason why I did it, my blueprint was different because I was showing some of my peoples that was thinking about it. I said, listen, especially some of y'all like that gaming shit, you already know what to do. Sometimes you might have to do that just to get that. And if you do some uploads, as long as as long as it's reasonable and everybody able to watch you, like, all right, good. So you want to get there, bro. Like you're bringing information on this panel, and whatever you decide to do on that backup, bro, you already know everybody rocking with you anyway. So.
And see, that's what they just cleared me to work out. So I think I'm gonna start doing some because I work out different because of the training that I have and the intentions that I have for the workouts. So I think I bring a different, something different to that. And I don't know how to do it on here, but I wanted to do like almost like a self-defense class. Like I wanted to teach like some basic, you know what I'm saying? Like some basic moves where people can learn.
I think I know how to do it.
Online defense classes. That's what you're basically saying, online defense classes and stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to, get some concepts because I think especially like for females. But the only thing is like I'm a dick when I'm teaching because I want it done right. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta actually see what the people doing because I'm not about to show you something and you half-ass do it, and then when it's time to do it, it don't work. There ain't no purpose. So like when I'm teaching something, I'm a dick with it. Like I demand perfection because it's not it's something I'm real passionate about. And it's something that I live. You know what I'm saying? So like things like that, I'm a dick with it, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like even my wife, when I train my wife a bad motherfucker, man. I hate that I showed her like joint locks because when I pick with her, she'll grab my wrist and like literally I'm on the ground.
That's because you ain't even built to fight back. That's because you're not built to even fight raccoons yet, bro. I don't know why you talking. Like, see what I'm talking about, baby? That's what happens. Now imagine when you come to Brooklyn, that raccoon get your ass. Oh shit, Lovey got some shit on. I see it.
I see it, Lovey.
No
Juju,
shit.
that's what I gotta do. I gotta because it's some series that I started that I didn't quite finish, like shackles from the wrist to the brain. Wrist to the mind. I want to finish and elaborate more on that. How we started off, enslaved with physical shackles and going through physical slavery, and now how it's mental. I want to expound on that more. So yeah, I gotta label my videos in series and episode. Like they told me to make a playlist. Somebody told me to make a playlist out of put them in different things that associate with one another.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that too.
Yeah, Juju, I'm a dick when it comes to like me training people, because I used to be a personal trainer and a self-defense trainer. Well, I went and got my license for it. I did it, but the way I started off was like when I was working in a hospital, it was this nurse, and I was like, she was getting beat, by her husband, and I was just showing her how to defend herself. And one night, I guess, she used it, and her daughter was going off to college, and she asked me to train her daughter. And when I trained her daughter, it was like 3 more girls who showed up. So I trained all of them. And then people just start asking me to train them. That's how I got into self-defense training. So that was good. I loved it because it's like anytime you empower somebody, I don't know, it's a euphoria I get just giving people information and knowledge that benefits them. I get a high off of it.
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna get high. You're gonna get even more high. Guess what? I got the panda, bro. The panda's on your way. That panda definitely gonna give you a workout. If you think thing 1 and 2 fucking you up, wait till that baby panda come in that house. So, told you, bro. Told you I'm coming for you.
Ooh.
Appreciate you, Kalani.
Yeah, I had a fan, and I said, and she watched a Medea movie, The Family Union, and she used she told me she used the grits thing and just smacked her husband with a pan. I said, "Where'd you get that from?" I got that from Medea. I said, and we was both dying laughing at that. I said, "You learn from movies. You can learn from movies too." That's how I learned self-defense, was from movies. What movie was it? Karate Kid. I think it was Karate Kid. I learned that to do self-defense. So I learned that from Karate Kid. Knowing with Will Smith's son, that Karate Kid.
You watched that? How old? You said you're 23. 23, right? So did you see the original Karate Kid?
I did. I have a special app on my phone. I can see free movies. So I saw
that's
it.
What's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Wax on, wax off. Like that's
I'm about to go watch Foodie Chain.
You said what?
I'm about to go watch Foodie Chain in a minute.
Hey, Pootie Tang. Hey, that's the movie, bro. Hey,
right
man,
now,
I like Pootie Tang, bro. What a time.
Right now, I'm watching the new Family Guy. Right now, I'm watching the new Family Guy. That's that's definitely how I feel well.
But you know what? Even that movie Karate Kid, that inspired me to take Taekwondo. That's why I took Taekwondo watching that damn movie.
Nate.
Yeah.
So what did you say you wanted it? It looked like this.
Oh, that's what's up. Fire.
I left my stuff is inside my house.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely fire though.
But yeah, I wanted to bring something like that. But see, like I think me and my wife, like doing video. I don't know if I do it live, but I want to do it live. So if anybody has questions, I can answer them in real time and correct anything that need to be corrected. So I think I'm gonna do it live.
You can do it both ways, though. But honestly, you could do it both ways. You can either do the upload. Sometimes you could do the short. But see, sometimes you can do either or. If you decide you don't want to do the short, but you decide you want to do 1-on-1, you could do so. Because one could be shorter than the other one. The other, like the live prime example, you'll be answering everybody's questions too. But with the upload, it's just a simple whatever, and everybody gonna gravitate to it. Yeah, these niggas with the bikes. This ain't Philly, man. Come on, man.
But see, you know how many people, and this is why I think is important to even create a community on YouTube where people sharing this information, and that'll give us the confidence and the wisdom and knowledge how to take it off of YouTube and do it in our communities and start creating a tribe instead of a community. And after y'all live tomorrow, I think I'm gonna expound on the difference between tribe and community. But I think that's what is important, because if we can share information on here, we can take it back home. You know, everything starts at home. So the more we can build on here, we can actually use it in real time in our real life, and teach other people, and we can bring other people in here to learn more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So here's what I would do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll find a video how to do self-defense online, and then I'll give you information. I'll look it up for you. That's what I'm gonna do when this stream is over. I'll look it up and let you know. The next time we go live, let you know. I could see you doing that. I'm gonna do the same thing for men. Me and I'm gonna do the same thing for men. Because we want to teach all my fans self-defense. So me and my, as soon as I find out, I'll let you know, and then you can do it.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that.
Hey, when you gonna be ending your live? Because my ass is ready to shake right to left now.
She said,
I'm about to end it in a minute, because it's almost 3:00 anyway.
Don't listen to me. I just talking shit.
I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta get up in like 5 hours. So I'm gonna come through your after party at Lovey's. James, if you're here, I'm telling you, don't miss it. After party at Lovey's.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch you too. I'm gonna make some hot pockets. I'm gonna come up here and watch you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Bet.
James is somewhere walking around without a shirt. James is somewhere walking around without a shirt. There's peach pies everywhere, beaver pies everywhere, and apparently somebody stole my weed job. But it's all right. Y'all niggas thought just because Club Nate got shut down, it wasn't going to be a problem. Suge Nate ain't playing that shit, nigga.
Y'all silly.
For real. You know I'm gonna be in there, lovely shoot. I'm already up. Like I said, I don't go back to Tuesday, so
Yeah, my hours.
Yeah, but I'm about to end this now. Might as well, so we go over to Lovey's. But I would say, I just want to expound on this real quick. To prepare your mind, body, and soul. The body, you have to care about what you put in your body. Start understanding the foods that you eat, because it plays a big part on how your body functions. So Dr. Sebi is a good resource, to understand what you actually put in your body. I will encourage people to go look at Dr. Sebi, learn who he is, learn his method. It's beneficial. Also, working out, self-defense. Like I said, working out, just doing little exercises to keep your body toned. Learning a martial art, any form of self-defense, not only prepares you for the things that might, or people that might attack you, but it gives you the confidence and the structure and the discipline. And when it comes to the mind, it is the knowledge, the information. Anything that you're into, you should learn it and put yourself around the people who know it, because you can't experience everything, but with other people, you can get more information from their experiences, their perspectives. The soul, learn your emotions, learn what your emotions are. You have an emotional spectrum. Just look it up, Google it, learn what the emotional spectrum is, and that way you can understand how you can control your emotions. You should get to a point where you want to be the master of your own emotions, because if you don't master them, somebody else will. If you can't control them, someone definitely will. So those are my points on how to prepare yourself, mind, body, and soul. I just wanted to leave y'all with that.
Oh, I wanted to leave y'all with something too, from the quote unquote hood nigga perspective. You're gonna have one person or some people who are going to Test those boundaries even when you done had your common sense. And y'all know my logo. When all else fails, choose violence. That's what you gotta do. One good time. You ain't gotta kill them, but at least bust them to a white meat. You know, let them learn a little something. Maybe they will learn to resonate within themselves to leave you alone while you and your calms in. Or the majority, but other than that, you keep it how you're supposed to keep it. Prepared at all times.
Ding, ding, ding.
Be ready. You won't have to get ready. This is why preparation is important. Because if you're ready, you ain't got to get ready. If it happened, then you're ready. If it don't, then you prepared. And that's how I live life, bro. My head is so fucked up, though. I analyze, even walking down the street, do you know I look at people and try to, I predict their threat level as I'm walking, approaching.
You see my face?
Imagine me going into a store or a crowd of people. This is how my brain works, bro. My wife be looking at me like, stop, just relax. I'm like, I ain't high. Like, like I gotta be blowed to go around people because I literally look at people and assess their threat level in real time. And it's worse now because of my eyesight. I can barely see. So now it's like, it's different. You know, I have no peripheral and the eye I can see. So it's like I'm constantly trying to put my back against it. Like, man, it's crazy. But,
look at my face, though. Look at my face. The threat violence is right there. Threat level high. Threat level is extra high. But it's extra low, too. Because I ain't clipped nobody yet. And I'm here to tell the story. While you over there overanalyzing too, I need you to overanalyze that raccoon that's in front of your step right there.
I ain't got no steps.
I don't think no animals want to come around Lovey.
Lovey let me know.
No, it'd be funny when I pulled up at home tonight. I just seen hella cats like looking and they just all ran across the street like the bitch is here.
And then
you killed our relatives. We gonna get you back, eh?
Hey, why do that be so funny? So that was another funny thing. That's how I knew that the damn cats was dead, because you seen all the other cats like just hovering around the dead cat and shit. I'm telling my son, I'm like, Fat, what the hell? What the fuck is they doing? He was like, Mom, the cat is dead. What the fuck is that? Oh, them the homeboys just walking around in circles around them. Like, that shit was weird.
Yeah, it's rare you get those though, but they do that though. Most of them cats, especially them stray ones that for some reason build a bond. That's like my brother, man.
Yeah, that's how I'm telling you. It was like they was having a quiet hour or some shit, just walking around. I know I'm going to hell probably. I don't know. Shit. Ever since I came to YouTube, I said, oh shit.
Lovely. I'm gonna get a paintball gun. I'm gonna do what your kid just did. I'm gonna do what your kid just did.
Shit, my kid got mom shit doing it. Hey, so then look it. He was like, he sent us to some place. He was like, well, I'm like, where are we going? He gonna say, just get in the car, Mom. He was like, it's only 33 minutes away. I'm like, okay, my dumb ass, I get in the car. This nigga took me to some shop where we done got some damn propane. What is them? Whatever that shit is. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. I got my gun right here.
I want to see it.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question in the chat. I don't know if everybody's seen that thumbnail, but that thumbnail is the.
What is this shit? It's CO2 or some shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, this and then the fucking frozen goddamn paintballs. This shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, these motherfuckers be busting like a little 22.
I'm gonna look up a paintball gun after this stream's over. And I'm gonna have my Amazon card. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna need one soon.
Hey, I don't know if y'all seen the thumbnail, but that's the eye head-o, and you'll notice it's like fractions around it. If y'all interested in me breaking that down, I think that'd be dope. I can do that.
Break it down with the word. That should be essential. That should be the intro.
It's a science to it. Like when you talk about the all, that's what it is. The all saying I. but it's a science to it. And I heard I was on Sid's panel earlier, and he was talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, he know. I don't know if he know the science of it, but he was aware of it, that it was science behind it, and it's actually a metaphysic aspect to it. So I think that that'll probably shake him up a little bit because they don't believe in the metaphysics. They don't believe in the metaphysics, but I think that'd be dope. But yeah, let me get out of here. I'm
All right.
definitely, everybody always care about how they feel though, and I appreciate everybody who hit the panel. Y'all always help me make the content. Y'all rocking with me and support me. I mean, I'm humbled. I'm appreciated. I'm grateful because y'all don't have to do it, but y'all do. So I'm always show the love back.
All right.
That's only because you owe me a roast beef sandwich, nigga. Until I get that, son, I'm gonna be popping up every day in your chat. I just ain't gonna be cartwheeling like everybody else, nigga. That's nah, but that's how it's supposed to be, bro. When real ones get together, they gonna support each other. So
Exactly.
And Monique, I don't know if you heard me, but I said, "What up, though?" Mo came in. Appreciate you, sir.
Oh, Mo in the building? Mo!
In the
Yeah, me
building.
and Mo was running around for a little while this afternoon.
Yeah, I was in. It's like lately too. Like I be in people streams, but I can't be in the chat because I got the babies and they running around. But I'm listening, hitting the like button.
I don't go over. I talk to Sis in the chat, but I don't go over to his chat because he got his main queen bitch is the Discord lot lizard, and I don't like that hoe.
Oh man,
What'd she do to you?
What she do to me? She is something about my little black ass. She just don't like. I'm like, damn, I ain't never stalked the bitch that I just. She just got this ugly bitch, this ugly. Like, goddamn, I could be anywhere in these YouTube streets. Here she come, and this ugly 304 bitch. Like, goddamn, you hella pressed right now, bitch. Like, the fuck. I ain't never rode around sitting up here paying no ugly bitch no fucking attention. These hoes jealous as fuck on here.
Yeah.
Raggedy ass little bitch. I said, I can't tell. I can't tell. I just you feel me? Like everybody be like, if you got a problem, hit the link. Listen, the bitch don't want to talk to me, but she want to talk about me. But this bitch don't know me. So with that being said, she's a depressed bitch that's hella mad, and so I named her. She the motherfucking Discord lot lizard.
Nate, you might have competition for eulogies, bro.
Listen, I got a few people already trying to line me up for some eulogies. I'm tired of this shit. No, because one person told me in their chat the other day, they was like, yo, we heard what happened a couple weeks ago. They said, yo, we definitely gonna be fucking using you at some point. So like, you different. So, like,
oh, Juju, I'm telling you,
weird.
Lovey is the most sweetest thing you'll ever meet in life if you allow her to be that. You know?
And I am sweet to everybody, but I just can't get nobody no pass that just come for me. Like the way this broad coming for me, like as if she know. She even said in the chat one time, you want to be my friend. Bitch, I'm too grown to play these type of motherfucking games with you, bitch. Listen, what is it? Am I an ugly bitch and you just don't like me, or I want to be your friend? Just make it make sense. But at the end of the day, I don't got time.
Hey, Juju, do me a favor. I know you don't want to do it, but just drop JC Family in the chat and make sure y'all turn on that notification bell. Juju just invited us all to the panel, so make sure you got the notification bell on. But you got to drop it for me.
So look, and I want to say it on your panel too, because I had said something when Sis came in or whatever, and I was like, I was like, hey, Sis, or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's my side piece. Hella people in the chat was like, Lovey, that's your side piece. That's your side. And no, I ain't a side piece, but that Discord lizard don't like when I speak like that. But she be hot. That's what she didn't call me the 304. If she come in the chats I be in, she be like, I see it's the 304 up in here. I'm sure you do, bitch. I'm sure you do.
Thank you, James, because I knew Juju wasn't gonna do it. But make sure y'all turn that notification bell on for all our content content creators. I said content supporters. Yeah, it's time for me to get off. Let me end the show because I'll be up here talking to y'all all day, especially.
That's all right. Y'all come on over to Levy's World. Yeah, only if y'all want to be ghetto, because it's the Bay Area. We ain't in the country.
Bay Area.
Ratchet loving.
What am I saying? It sounded like I was trying to set trip a little bit, huh?
What set you claim, Lovey?
The Bay Area.
She said, "Lovey gang, look at this, Lovey."
I'm about to, Lovey, I'll be right over. I'm about to jump in the shower real quick. And then
I be multitasking, talking shit, but doing my little work. Look, I can multitask. I can do this. All right, y'all.
I'll see you in a minute, Lovey. All right, people. I appreciate you coming out, rocking with me. I hope the information in this video is helpful. You know, again, your mind, body, and soul, all three are connected. You know, when you don't focus or when you don't feed one, it affects the other ones. You know, so definitely, mind, body, and soul. Work on all three. You know, there's benefits in it. Not only in your personal life, it'll translate over into your business life and in your relationships. You know, if you rate mentally on a singular level, meaning you got yourself together, you know, you will see the benefits when you go into business. You'll go in more confident, more aware, more understanding. In relationships, you'll be more in tune with your partner. When you love yourself, it's easier to love other people, you know. And then when you love yourself, you'll understand how to get away from people who don't love you. You know, so it's always important. Mind, body, and soul. But that's all I got for y'all tonight. It's the word. You know what I say, conversations build nations. If you ain't hit that like, make sure to do so. If you new, listening live or playback, please hit that subscribe. It's free to you, but it means a lot to me, right? And care about how you feel. Always be aware of your emotions.